Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to tonight's episode of Dice and Paper. I am very glad to see you, and I am sorry that my voice sounds like this. Fortunately, I'm kind of losing my voice right now, but I'll do my best to keep it up, but you're going to have to kind of stick with me. Nate, shut up.
I'm trying to cough. Absolute buckle.
So, before we get into the show tonight, I have a couple quick announcements for you. First of all, I'd like to give a huge shout out to our friends Missing Role Player Found. With Missing Role Player Found, adventure is just a dice roll away. Join Snow, Wilson, Clyde, and the rest of AOD Guild as they struggle to survive in the Sword Art Online world. In Sword Art Online AOD, the rules of the game are the same. Dying in games means dying in real life. But this time there's magic in Pathfinder. Listen to Missing Role Player Found through your favorite podcasting app, or find them on the web at missingroleplayerfound.com.
And we
New episode Sunday at 9 a.m. EST.
Thanks, Nate.
You're welcome. Find them on Instagram. Head them up.
All right. So, is there a bell?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. How long was it on me?
Like 2 seconds.
Oh, I'm fine. Guys, get our merch. We have really cool t-shirts, sweatshirts, posters, socks. Just really cool things with our show's logo or our show's references or quotes. And it's just a really it's just a really awesome way to sort of get the word out via doing some promoting yourself, whether it be by wearing it or just supporting us. And it's just fire stuff. Also, they got me a salamander.
You're welcome.
Nate and Trevor.
It was me and Arthur.
It was Nate and Trevor.
That is such a lie!
And it's my favorite thing. It's really sticky. It's my favorite thing in the world. I love it. So, it's like a stress toy. Well, don't do that.
Kill him.
All right, everyone.
This is why she didn't ask you to take care of Benjamin.
D&D Beyond, everybody. D&D Beyond is the official D&D 5e tool set. You can use it on your electronic devices. We're not sponsored. We just really like their product. Thank you for helping us along the way, D&D Beyond. Over to you, Nate boy.
All right, guys. Tabletop audio. We've said it before. We'll say it again. It's free. It's the best. If you want all these sounds like you're hearing right now, we got the Underdark, Cry Havoc, the Feywild, Neon Drive, still my personal favorite. I don't know about you, Arthur. We got Fishing Village, another personal favorite, but not like the best, because Neon Drive, you can't beat that. You know, we got Cistern. We got all these things. So go check it out. Tabletopaudio.com. It's the best if you want to have the best music in the world.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you, Nate.
That's how you do a fucking intro.
If you're checking us out live, make sure to check out the previous YouTube videos of all our other streams, Dice and Paper, and boom, they can't see it.
Well,
And if you guys are checking us out on YouTube, make sure to check us out live 7 to 11 EST PM every Friday. We have a website.
We do have a website. You can go on our YouTube channel, and on the banner, there's a little globe button. Click it, and go to our website. You can watch all the videos and all the stuff, and it's super duper cool.
Check the website out. It's bueno.
You didn't even know we had one.
I didn't either. Gonna lie.
But it is very
It's
good.
really
Arthur's seal of approval.
Bueno means good, for those of you that didn't know.
That's how easy it is to get my seal of approval.
Well, it's also a good
It means
website.
nothing.
So,
It means nothing.
we had a pretty big episode last week. And, throughout Dice and Paper, our heroes have heard many stories, tales of brotherhood, of treachery, kingdoms, and explorers. But recently, our heroes have become worthy of a legend for themselves. Beginning the first march on their crusade, they ventured deep into the Sabatis caverns to find their way to the Muse's stronghold, challenging and only narrowly defeating their opponent in combat. In the end, victory was claimed by only a single number.
Literally.
But there is a tale, or so they say, of a man struck down before his time. And we're going to be doing a little extra thing before the prelude from now on, just so you know.
What? We are?
Yeah, there is.
I didn't
We
know
are.
that.
Dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
my God.
Anyway, there is a tale, or so they say, of a man struck down before his time. He founded a kingdom and built a cathedral dedicated to peace and prosperity. But his mistake was allowing people to join him in his paradise. For once his subjects found themselves deprived of their previous worries, they soon began demanding more of him, asking the good king to expand their borders, provide them with ever more, and ask ever less of them in return. And when the man could not deliver on these wishes, they soon turned against him. He was a good man, rewritten in history to be a monster by his sons, blaming him for the old kingdom's downfall. I need you to understand this because, you see, this story was never about you. You were simply a distraction to keep the audience unfocused, a device to keep their attention away from the truth. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's episode of Dice and Paper.
And Nate immediately coughs into the microphone.
Yep,
Oh,
starting off with style.
They know I
So-
love them.
We are going to start off pretty much right where we left off last time, with Nick in her Oni form, true form, standing over the downed bodies of pretty much the entire rest of her team. Now, right after you killed the Muse, in a very badass way, I must say,
This is very true.
you found that the walls began to crack and bits of the ceiling began to fall as the structure around you started to collapse in the absence of the Muse's
That's not good.
form. Yep, so since we last saw you, you have dragged your comrades, including the corpse of Cameron, out onto the grass. What?
She dragged Slicks McGruff.
Yeah, she's strong. She's like 9 feet tall, buddy.
Katie. I have some new
You've dragged your comrades out towards the front, out on this little grassy knoll on the edge of the cliff that you had to use to get up to the stronghold, and have sort of just laid them out while you got ready. We're gonna reopen. We've got a little campfire going. Who is it you're gonna try and wake up first? And is there anything you want to do right now?
well, that's so pretty. Just so we're clear, Wolfie's fine.
Wolfie, I think Wolfie's the only one not down
Yeah.
right now.
I
Fuck.
just-
Kill him.
No.
He can't know my secret identity.
No. No.
Sorry, Gusto.
Slicks would do it.
Oh boy.
And just for everyone who's curious, everyone is currently unconscious but stable, except Cameron, who is dead. So there is Cameron, Slicks McGruff, and the rest of the
She's
party.
kind of
Yeah,
unconscious
She's
She's
like
permanently unconscious.
Yeah, permanent. Yeah,
Yeah.
and not breathing.
Yeah.
which is unconscious.
She'll never have a concussion.
Yep, she is currently unconscious, missing her head and a leg.
Jesus.
That's brutal.
It's typical.
I'm gonna wake Busto up first.
Okay. In your Oni form, I should mention?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because you could keep that secret if you want, since they all were unconscious when it happened.
Yeah.
But you don't need to.
I sent it.
So,
Oh, no. I am lawful evil.
Wait. What? Wait.
Dun,
Wait a second.
The
The fuck?
Okay.
No, I'm going to wake up Busto.
okay. So, Busto, you sort of, the last thing you remember, because I think you went down with the insect plague, was just locusts just attaching themselves to your face, burrowing up into your nose and mouth and blocking off your eyes, and just even crawling towards your ears, just sort of every
Ew.
available orifice. They were just swarming you before
Every
you
available orifice.
I was down for that.
before you passed out. So I'd say you wake kind of disoriented for one thing, since you're now out under the slowly setting sky, and there is a large troll, a large blue-skinned woman with these big ebony horns and razor-sharp teeth, standing over you, looking concerned, confused,
Oh, I
apprehensive,
think I'm just chilling out. I'm very calm.
extremely
This is her
chill.
voice.
Hello. Hello.
You sleep all right?
Who are you?
I'm a friend.
I like friends.
You know, I thought you'd say that. Your wolf's fine, by the way. He's over there.
And Raven Wolf.
Yep.
Wolf Raven. Wolf
Hawk
Hawk.
Wolf.
Hawk Wolf.
You fucked that up 3 times.
Hawk Wolf.
He got closer each time.
Raven Wolf.
Hawk Wolf kind of
Wolf Raven.
arcs, taking like a
Wolf
very
Hawk.
wide arc around Nick to like get up close to you.
This is Storm. Hawk Wolf, who is just pointing at Leone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask it that. I can separate its head from its body very quickly.
Wolfie does not move an inch.
Yeah. She doesn't even need to roll.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm okay. I'm alive.
And that is such a blessing.
Yes. Yes, it is. Who are you?
Oh, I'm just the person who saved you from the collapsing temple. Look, it's fucked.
Yes, it is. But where did you come from?
Oh, you know. The classic step in, step out.
I don't know what that is.
We only have a lot of innate magic. My spidey sense was like, uh-oh, there's some dumbasses about to be crushed by a bunch of falling rubble. And
Spidey hasn't been invented.
And I just thought, why not, right?
Yeah.
Something's got to tip those scales in the afterlife.
Hope he wakes me up fast.
Yeah, me too, I'm terrified.
Buster's kind of getting up at this point, and he would stand. How much taller is?
How tall are you?
I'm 8 feet tall.
I'm also 8 feet
That's
tall.
the height of
Yeah.
Flicks as well.
We stand eye to eye.
I mean, her horns give her a.
Yeah.
Shortest now.
Are you hurt? Buster's clearly ignoring how absolutely fucked he is right now. By the way, wanted to let you know. Not yet. I mean, I would have noticed you, but I'm more focused on the person who could basically eviscerate me at the moment.
Actually, I am a little hurt.
Can I help?
I would love that.
I will cast. Actually, this is a good question. Do I have any spell slots?
That's a great
No.
question.
Probably not.
We didn't take any long rest after this.
I have first levels.
Can you cast any healing with that?
Yes, healing word. No, cure wounds. I'm going to touch you. D8 plus 5.
Yeah. So Busto
Wow.
just like reaches out a hand, and
Well, it's not that bad.
I actually have spell sounds.
I want that. That's amazing.
I'm probably not going to be able to do those all the time because
Okay.
I can't focus for 5 minutes.
And Buster's at this point kind of just like rifling through his things, making sure everything is there after he's healed.
Yep. Yes. Looking around, you can see the rest of your teammates kind of laid out. There's a little bit of a fire going. Cameron doesn't look great.
Doesn't have a head.
Yeah.
Cameron doesn't have a head. Legs still missing. Arms missing. She's not doing great.
I can save her.
Oh, if you feel you need to go ahead, I think it's inconsequential.
I don't like this movie.
She looks a little fucked, and between you and me, if someone who's better off dies, you might want to save that spell.
Inconsequential.
Oh, I forgot you're illiterate.
I can read very well now.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
If-
Can you read?
Completely ignores the fact that she's already met him then.
I don't think Busta's made the connection.
No.
dude.
Yeah, I can read. It's a dreadful burden, knowledge.
I like it.
You would, wouldn't you?
I don't know how to answer that.
Well, now that you're up, you can heal your friends. Except this one, I'm going to point to Cal. I'm going to take him. Do you mind?
Let her do it. Let her do it.
I would not like you to take.
I'll bring him back safe and sound. I'll be gone a day tops.
Promise.
Oh, cross my heart and hope to die.
Pinky
Okay.
promise.
Sure. I regard I pinky promise you.
Just crushes your hand.
I really love this moment. You know in the stories when they always tell about the like dramatic moment of two people agreeing to something in the dark? It's just two giants pinky promising atop a
You
cliff
trust me?
at twilight.
Yeah.
I just want
It's just pinky
Promise.
promise.
I just want to say, Cal, this is all you're worth to Busto. It's just a pinky promise, and you're off.
Yeah. Actually,
Okay,
true.
in my defense,
Well, everything is that.
It's been what 30 something episodes, and
That-
you're just a pinky promise away from Buster just
He
letting
doesn't
you go.
realize that that could be lying.
yeah, I wouldn't really I would comprehend that they're actually. That's a good point. I'm gonna roll an insight check. I rolled a nat 1.
Cool.
That's your fourth.
That's my
A
fourth nat
deception
1 of the
check?
night.
I don't even think
I
I'm
rolled
lying.
3 times. Okay, I want to clarify.
That's a
this
natural
shit.
20 first roll.
Fuck you.
It's
I'm conscious.
Us three got a nat 1 in first roll.
Yeah, I've rolled 7 dice. 4 of them have been nat 1s.
That is not boding well for you, my
No,
man.
it's not. I normally have great fucking luck. Anyway, that was a total of 6, but I don't know. Moral of the story.
What were you even looking for?
If you were actually had an intent of bringing him back,
If I die.
Oh,
this episode-
I have intent of bringing him back.
thank you for telling me this, even
Doesn't
though I
promise
rolled like
it.
a 6.
In half.
I have to fucking believe you. It's not like you can kill my ass and
Yeah.
I rolled terribly. So, oh, should we stay here?
Yes, please. Otherwise, how will I find you?
I don't know.
Yeah, so you should stay here.
Okay. Do you know where Nick is? Nick Notch.
You forget the name of like one of your best friends.
You forgot the name of his fucking wolf.
I hate to tell you this, buddy, but I don't know any of your names here.
Oh, well,
Saying a name is nothing to me.
I'm Busto. This is Valia.
Okay.
That one, I think you know? Cal?
Right.
Cal, he's a good friend. Be careful with him. And,
Thanks, man.
I don't know where Nick is.
Yeah.
If you could hit me a description, maybe I could.
She's short, really good at stab. Really nice, which is why I'm
The only
worried. And she was the last one even awake at the church.
Really nice.
She is really nice.
It's like the hangover. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like a bunch of numbers going past his head. It's like, it's you.
I don't know if I would. I think I would put it together, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna say I
put
don't.
That one.
I'm gonna say I don't anyway.
Next
It
is
doesn't
no.
matter.
So,
Well,
skills.
I know, but have the roll carry
how
over
far are we
situation.
from the church?
I mean, it's like
Oh, it's well. There's no church anymore, but it
Um,
is right there.
He stood up and it was behind him, so
Yeah,
he
he
just
just-
didn't realize
he
he was
just
close to
didn't
it still.
I think Busto is surprised that every time he turns around, that there's a whole nother half of the world to explore.
That's so cute.
True.
And no, I haven't seen your friend.
Buster's gonna pull something out. And you're gonna hate me for this. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Because this is what Buster would do.
I think he already hates you. Just hand them over.
Buster's going to pull out a stone tablet.
Mm-hmm.
And use one of the 5 charges
Okay.
to try to locate Nick in the rubble.
Okay. Yeah. So you take out this little tablet, and it's sort of like a little, tiny little miniature obelisk.
I would say I told you about what it can do before. I'm pretty sure it can only do a certain couple of feet through stone. I would check it.
It would let him look into the building. It's quite a bit of.
The rubble, would that count? Would rubble count as a whole wall, or would it count as multiple small pieces?
It would just count as like
Bits of stuff.
stuff to look through. He could get a pretty good view. He couldn't look
I'm just
underground,
making
but
sure.
It's 30 feet of wood or dirt and 10 feet of stone.
so he'd get a
Yeah, you're
decent
probably fine.
like image of the passages. Yeah.
So-
Yeah. So you take out and you lay this obelisk in the dirt, and then put a hand on either side, and your vision just like whoosh, expands outward, and you can see through trees. You can see the forest extremely well because it's just like a field now, and you can see these sort of winding rubble underneath.
To be fair, that's how I see this field anyway.
Just saying.
Continue, sorry.
Actually, he can see the other side of the planet.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Natural 20.
Natural
oh my
20.
God, you're iconic.
Well, you can see, in the inside of the stronghold, about the only thing you can see in the rubble is the body of the muse, which is just been basically just skewered and left with this big gaping wound in its lower abdomen, and just sort of left sort of discarded on the ground. With a nat 20.
Yeah.
Honestly, there isn't much around to see besides that. The
29 total. Just to let you know.
there is, I think it would stand out that there's literally no trace of Nick. There isn't anything left behind. There's no blood, nothing. It's just about the only explanation you could probably come up with in this scenario is that she got thrown down the pit.
Yeah, that's what I
Or
would.
teleport to a different dimension.
That's
Yeah.
what, yeah.
I was thinking dimension door. Taking the hands off.
Make sure you remember those charges don't come back.
Yeah.
4.
I got 4. I don't see my friend Nick.
That's a bummer.
Busto kind of getting up, placing a hand on himself, casting Cure Wounds at level 1.
All right. Those are fun, I gotta say.
Is that tabletop audio?
And
Another
then-
reason why you guys should do tabletop audio. Just
Spell.
saying, goodbye.
And I will
Just saying,
also
like-
like to, whilst I'm getting kind of up, to walk towards the church, or the rubble at least, kind of behind me, with like a flick, I would cast Healing Spirit,
Okay.
to get these two up.
What
And-
hand flicks?
What? Yeah, everyone.
Except for me,
Yeah, well, yeah, I designated.
because she told you not to.
Yeah.
Okay, so me and flicks are up.
And not yet. As I'm doing that, thank you.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Now you wait right here and I'll be back. Maybe soon.
Maybe.
Before a day goes by, remember? I don't break a pinky promise.
Okay. Just
Says the waffle.
Even-
character.
She's waffle.
even if
She's waffle.
you don't come back, please just let me know when Cal is.
Of course. I wouldn't take 2 friends from you in the same day. I take him and I put him boop over my shoulder and I'm taking off. Walking down.
Yep.
Can I get up now? Can I get up now?
No, not yet.
Disintegrate.
What's Basilisk saying right now?
Basilisk is basically always saying kill them, but that's kind of just. I would say the anomalous thing of note is that he has kind of gone quiet. He seems to be. Fuck, Basilisk would know. Basilisk would have been conscious.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Basilisk would 100% not tell Busto though.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Yeah.
Is he intimidated by her though?
No, Basilisk is just an asshole. He's also evil. He would find it hilarious that Busto didn't figure it out. Basilisk would probably tease him. I mean, if you want to talk to him, that's fine.
Yeah, I would
All right.
like to.
She's getting away, Busto. You're gonna miss your opportunity.
Your voice being fucked up.
Yeah, it's
sounds
even
good.
better. It's even
This
better.
is creepy.
Jesus Christ, Nate.
I can't help
I'd like
it.
to point the
You're dying.
wand at her,
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
and almost as this disintegrate is charging, cancel it at the last second.
Fine, Busto.
Basilisk got blue balls.
I'm writing that down.
I'd say the little snake comes out of the end of the wand here, and it sort of curls up and puts out its little frill like that for you to look you in the eyes, and it just sort of regards you with curiosity, kind of interested to see what you want to do next. I'm more than just a parlor trick, Busto.
What?
I'm more than just a parlor trick.
Yes, I know, but if it wasn't for whatever that was, I wouldn't be alive. Even if they did kill Nick. I can at least be thankful for my life, Valia's life, and Big Man's life.
Slicks, Busto.
What the fuck? What about me? He's assuming I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I can.
She's gonna
let
come back and
Cal
pick us off
go."
one by one.
So I think I've learned some interesting things about how many people I can get Busto to trade with me in the future.
I really need to wake up so I don't get traded.
There's
I'm gonna be a
Busta would
victim
like
of
to
human
do
trafficking
one
if I'm with
last
him.
thing
Yes.
before any
Oh,
other.
I'm still doing the
No.
Basilisk
Snake.
voice.
No,
Voice, right?
Yes.
It's addictive. It's hard to.
It's nice to hear.
I know. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
And
It's okay.
Busto
I'm trying,
grabs his staff,
Really?
walks up to a tree,
Every time.
smashes it against the tree, and I would like to enter communion.
You break.
I don't want. I would not like to break the staff.
All right.
More so, just like
He breaks the tree.
Yeah. Sure. Damn. You take this just huge wind up and then just ka-tunk, and it's almost sort of like the sound of your staff striking the tree, that just crack sort of is the snap of focus enough to switch your mind over to that circular forest where you now find yourself standing, your quarterstaff bouncing off the trunk of an altogether different tree. And you find yourself, you are back in that little clearing in the center of the pine trees with the other pine trees above you and the deep, low breathing off to the north from where you're standing.
I'm almost completely disregarding all the animals, and I'm just walking straight to him.
All right. I'd say if you're going that way, Vincent's gonna try and stop you to get you to put on the damn blindfold. Buster, please. Look, I know you're angry. I've seen what's going on out there, but just it's late in the season. He's not in a good mood. Okay.
Or am I?
That's no reason to be foolish.
basically not caring. I'm just kind of like precariously throwing on the mask and walking down with almost no care, kind of just.
You can use your
Stunning.
ears to guide you now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you stride through, sort of just laying a hand on the passing trees to guide you, until you find yourself reemerging into that clearing with the dry leaves underneath and the sort of dark spot across your vision in front of you. What would you like to do? Vincent is standing directly to your right.
Hello, friend.
There's, I'd say, maybe a moment of pause before you hear that sort of low, rumbling growl, and Vincent sort of grabs your hand a little tighter and says, he says hello, Busto.
Can I cast at first level? Speak with animals.
Absolutely.
Hello, friend.
That voice you occasionally hear from Wolfie in the moments that are very important to you emanates throughout your mind, and it says, hello again, Busto.
Is my friend dead?
Which one?
Nick.
No, Busto, she is not dead, but she is not here right now. It may be a little while before you see her, but I can't be sure.
All I ask is if she's at the bottom of the pit or has even run away from me and the called. Just let the wild provide for her like you did for me. She has potential. Even if it means I never see her again.
I will always honor that request, Busto, but she is not the one who needs my help right now. There are others more in danger than she is.
Any close to me?
No, not presently. You aren't expected to succeed in this regard.
Thank you.
Be wary.
Okay. Gonna do something weird. I'm taking off the blindfold. I'm keeping my eyes closed. And I'm giving him a big hug.
Okay.
If you die without waking me up, I'm gonna be
You
It's like his toe.
Yeah, true.
you remove the blindfold from around the back of your head and let it sort of drop onto the forest before you, and then take a few steps forward until you can wrap your hands. Well, wrap your hands around is wrong. That would imply you can go like this. In this case, it's more like this. Just along the tip of the snout of the creature lying in front of you. And you feel it kind of shift at your presence. But it does not bare its teeth at you.
Eats you.
I would like to open my eyes, Trevor.
He's gonna die before he wakes me up.
More so for effect for the audience, so they can actually know what the hell it is. But
You won't have time.
I wouldn't do it if it's not something Busto would do. It could kill you.
I would pardon against that in communion, at least. If you remember, Vincent's reason for you to wear the blindfold was so that it wouldn't eat you.
yeah,
You can do it if you immediately leave communion after.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I would like to do.
From this distance, you maybe didn't even quite realize the scale, but you're close enough that you can't see over its snout. So all you get as you open your eyes and are snapped out of communion is a massive scale. That is what your eyes focus on right in front of you. This scale easily this wide, not that big. Sort of an umber in hue as you are just pulled backwards and popped back into the real world.
And immediately die.
And when you arrive back in the real world, you find yourself sort of half sprawled on the ground with your quarterstaff sort of knocked over into the brush a few feet away from you. And sort of looking around, you see Valia and Slicks sort of beginning to sit up, like
Characters.
rubbing at their heads, trying to sort of figure out what's going on right now. And they're just sort of sitting there next to the campfire. Cameron's body lying next to them, head exploded, both arms and one leg missing.
Valia,
Did I do that? I'm gonna point to the dead cleric.
no, take first watch. I'll be up
Just-
in the morning.
But I just...
I know.
The fuck?
If you want her to live, you will let me sleep.
She's missing her head, Busto.
I know. Buster just
I don't
kinda
think
lies
CPR
down
will
by
just
the campfire and
fix
just
this.
almost instantly goes to sleep.
Instantly.
All right,
Val,
Slicks, you take first watch.
Oh my god.
Slicks kind of looks around.
Don't worry, buddy. You got it. And I'm just gonna put my head on him, and I'm gonna use him as a pillow.
Val's not confused as to why Nick nor Cal are there at all.
She doesn't give a
I
shit.
know he's a human trafficker.
Yeah.
By the way, how long is it up for a long rest again?
8 hours.
You have time to sleep.
Yes. Can we take a long rest? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes. High five.
Um,
I'm so happy.
I would like to follow you,
Okay.
leaving them be for a bit as they sleep. Where, if anywhere, are you going exactly?
I'm just going somewhere that I deem safe and secluded, like a sheltered place where I can start a fire and be alone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Careful, I can see that fire.
Not if it's sheltered. That's the point of me sheltering it.
This is
and
their
you're
point.
fucking asleep.
Yeah, bitch. He can smell it.
In his sleep, he's like.
Fire, 3 miles,
It's like
3.2 miles,
It is like Ratatouille.
bearing 267.
Valia wakes up.
He says all that in his sleep. And then drops back.
He doesn't know, like, anything, but he knows bearing 267. He knows everything. But
Hold up. You ran away, right? We have the
Walked.
caravan.
Yeah, you have the caravan.
Phew.
All right.
I did
Right,
not
right.
take your caravan.
You know how to drive?
So
Caravan's Alan.
you only really need to travel, maybe 5 or so miles away, which is surprisingly easy on your big, long, strong legs.
Yeah.
Cal
It's
just sort of
really nice.
slung over one shoulder. When you find this little like gully in a stream where it kind of dips down and it leaves this like little overhang with a little kind of cave underneath it where
Cozy.
you have built a little fire, much smaller than the one they have, but it's just a little spot with the stream next to you just sort of running gently. where you just sort of lie Cal out, maybe gathering some moss under his head or something to keep him in decent order. What would you like to do?
I'm going to sit there in an extremely dramatic pose, like I'm like, and I will wait for him to wake up, so I look really cool when he
Cal,
wakes up.
I'm not gonna wake up.
I would like you to roll
I roll
a
Constitution?
d4 to see how many hours it is before. I think it's 1d4 plus 1, right?
4 hours.
5.
5 hours.
I'm so impatient. I'll wake him up after like 45 minutes.
I really love this image of you in your pose, just like.
I'm just like,
like,
yeah,
kick him.
I'm like, how can I
Yeah,
do it?
no.
Like stretching out a foot to try to get him over
You're
the
like
fire.
chucking pebbles at his forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but Cal, either way, there's something hits you, something bumps you, to the point where you kind of shake awake and then sort of jump up into like a sitting position.
Yeah, I'd fully like stand up and scurry back.
Oh, come on, sit down. I built a whole fire.
Yeah, and you see you are in a completely unfamiliar location. There's a river, a fire, and this big, scary boogeyman
I'd say
sitting
you see
directly in
Cal
front of you.
looking around like escape routes and like planning out like if he can drop this cave on your head. Who are you? Where are we?
We are in a cave that I found because it looks nice.
It-
Your friends can't see it. And 2, don't you recognize me?
Rolled an intelligence check. I got a. $19. Do you think I'd recognize her? She's in a different form than me.
She also has insane bonuses to things like deception.
Yeah, deception's one of your best, isn't it?
I don't know if you'd figure it out, bud.
I'm really sorry to say it, but I don't think I do. I best be getting back to my friends.
Oh, you best not.
Hey, listen, I don't know what shape they're in. I just want to go check on them.
They're fine. I woke your healer friend up and he tended to the others. Well, except for the
How
one
many
whose
others?
head is fucking gone.
Head, arm, leg.
Except for the one who's just a body and a leg.
We call her Matt.
Stop.
You're horrible. Oh, it was him, tiefling girl, you obviously, and then the fucked up corpse.
Was supposed to be more than that?
Is there? You tell me. And then I do a little goofy thing that Nick has been doing since she was like 14 with you, where I do a little.
I'm just gonna probably
I love the image of you like doing this and just sort of like dropping down
Yeah,
on
that's
the
exactly
ground.
what I was just thinking.
like,
Like dropping to my knees. Is this a trick?
Oh yeah, I'm known to do tricks. This is not a trick. It would be a good one if it was one.
Can you get rid of the spell? Like, go back to your normal.
Yeah. Hang on, let me fucking, get rid of the spell. Nothing happens.
Jesus fucking damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm really not picking up on what's happening here.
Well, I'm a little offended that you did not recognize me. But maybe talking like this would help, and doing some of this and this. Oh my gosh.
such a funny image.
Yeah. I totally love stealing from people. It's like my favorite thing. I love my friends, and I love my...
What an evil laugh.
I'm really confused with what's going on here. Are you mocking my friend? What is going on?
Okay.
What do I know about Onis? I do, but I feel like I would. But I would never.
You wouldn't just.
I
rip
would never
Josh
think
off.
that. I would never be like, Maybe the entire time my
Yeah.
sister wasn't owning.
No.
So
They are shapeshifters.
yeah, but maybe I'm thinking she's turning into.
I pull out my glaive and I'm like, does this look familiar?
Oh, shit.
Toss it over the fire.
Yeah, I'd say it sort of spirals through the air, and as it's like passing through the light of the fire, it lands on the other side as Nick's dagger, just sort of rolling to a stop at your feet or your knees.
Can you just explain to me what's going on?
Okay. I mean, you totally used to be the smart one,
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't have much to say if you woke up in a cave with a big.
Well, first of all, I'd at least, I don't know, ask if he was single. Anyway, that would be weird.
It is.
You immediately were like,
Saucers.
no, I'll tell you a story. A long time ago, like, around 17 years actually, I needed to get out of some shit, and I needed to go somewhere that no one would find me. And, tell me what's the best disguise?
For me, it's not really a disguise. It's just kind of hiding.
Right, well, it's when you're disguised from yourself. Someone said the more you lie, the more you have to remember, so I thought, why not never have to lie until this happened?
Until what happened? Until this happened?
Until you were in such deep shit that I only had one option. I'm really offended, by the way, that you don't. You didn't recognize your little sister.
But you're not my little sister.
Oh, well. I am. Although, actually, maybe I'm your big sister now. Oh my god, I've always wanted a little brother. Oh.
I'd say the two, but boom, it's like enough to just
It's
like
like-
knock you over, sort of
I'm
backwards.
just gonna stay on the ground. So you're telling me you've been this the entire time?
Yes.
And you just hid it from everyone, including yourself?
Oh yeah, I had no fucking clue. I don't blame you. Even Busto with his amazing eyes couldn't recognize me. I tested him. He failed.
Busto nods. Like, yep, that's true.
I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't know if I can really understand that right now. I just feel like that's it. Now there's a piece missing. It's not the same, is it?
What do you mean? It's me, the person you lived with for like 7 years and made all those memories with and had all those good times with. It's literally me. Those are my memories.
I guess so.
Like, I get that you might
Well, I
need time, whatever. But this is the coolest thing ever.
yeah, it's I guess I'm just not really used to things not being exactly how I see them.
That makes sense. Well, I can't say I blame you, but
It's fine. It's not like you're a different person. I mean, physically, yeah, but
I'm part ways a different person.
are you staying like this?
Am I staying like this? I spent the last 17 years of my life being 3 feet tall and going through puberty again. Of course I'm fucking staying like this. Do you know how far I can walk? Like, without even running, I can keep up with you guys. I can keep up with Busto.
Yeah, but it's not really the person that became my sister.
Well, number one, way to judge a book by its cover. And number two, I'm just hesitant to limit myself like that again, especially when you guys need me as, how do you say, badass as possible. I saved every single one of your lives. I slaughtered that guy in there. And then I pulled you all out of the rubble as it was collapsing.
I never said you didn't do that, and I never said this wasn't a more badass form.
Thank you.
Just saying it's not. It's different. I'll get used to it. Just whatever.
Sorry to like spring it on you, but you were literally gonna die if I didn't, so.
I would have done the same. It's over.
You hear a noise from your bag, actually.
Hang on. I think I might have to like get something. Go in and look.
That
Someone texted me.
I do apologize to interrupt in the middle of your conversation, but that charcoal gray box you got about 1.5 years ago has just made a little sound
What?
because
Gray box.
charcoal gray box you were given by
That
Duke Ellington.
stupid shitty guy. Like
about 1.5 years
billion
ago
years ago.
with the countdown timer. It has just let you know that there is about 1.5 hours left before it runs out.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Before the
The
countdown timer
countdown.
runs out.
Oh, but we don't know what it is.
No,
No idea.
it's about the size of an envelope.
Do I recognize it with all of my memories? Do I know anything of it or anything like it?
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Oh, I'm good at.
You are.
Did I get? I was gonna say hours of sleep, like long rest unconscious.
28.
Yes, in fact, you do recognize it. This is weird. And actually, I'm going to say that because that is what you were thinking. Because you can remember making this, but you don't remember what's inside it.
Time capsule. Time capsule.
Time capsule.
Yeah.
Fuck me in the ass.
I got some cool stuff.
You guys listening?
So, I think we're gonna, if you don't mind, we're gonna wait here another 1.5 hours. Yeah, we're just gonna wait.
Thanks.
All right. Alright.
Would it be weird if we like hugged right now? I sort of want to give you a hug just to like clear the air.
I guess not. Same person, right?
Yeah, totally. I give him a big hug. Weird energy because I'm so tall. I'm taller than you.
The shortest one again.
It is
Kick her
unfamiliar.
in the knee and put her down like a foot.
Yeah.
It's an unfamiliar form, but it does feel familiar. But real quick, we're gonna head over to you guys.
It's been 8 hours?
I'm gonna say we're gonna come back to you in the morning. If you don't mind, us saying you wait until the morning to come back to them.
Yeah, totally.
Good morning.
Whoa, just like popped something in my throat. So you guys are waking up. I'd say it's about sunrise right now when you and Busto start to stir. I don't know who wakes up first, but Busto probably wakes Valley up once he's up. And you guys sort of start to rise. The fire has died down to in the night. I guess Slicks just sort of watched it
I don't think he knows how to build a fire.
fade away. Honestly, if we're being honest, he probably just got distracted and stared at the fire for most of the time he was up.
We're alive.
But
That's cool.
yeah, you did seem to make it through the night.
He can go to sleep if he wants.
I'm not sure, that might be a bit of a high concept for him, sleeping in the day. I'm not sure if you can figure that one out, buddy.
I'll have him go in the caravan and sleep in there.
All right, just throw a blanket over his head. And I think it's
We'll
nice.
sleep that way. Can I
He's
give him
literally a dog.
can I give him long rest or should I wait? See how things play.
Wait to see if things play out. Yeah, but you guys stir. Buster, you sort of wake up and you see Valia probably kind of like pushing your hand away to try and stay asleep for a little bit longer.
Dick.
Good morning.
It's like dawn.
I wake up early.
I don't.
Busto kneels down right next to dead Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron's lying in front of you, head gone, both arms and her body has been removed at the hip, and you can also see her chest looks to have collapsed inward.
Oh!
Ew.
We need a. No, wait.
Okay, because you guys don't seem to have
What are you
noticed, but
gonna
I'm
do?
pretty sure your characters would have noticed. She is losing limbs as things go on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Before,
Just wanted to make sure
Before he
you
does
knew.
that.
Can I not?
Oh, I didn't notice that. I thought it was a
Hold
difference
on.
in the script.
Before he does anything, we need. What is it? The heart of a friend.
You do.
We need the heart of a
Oh
friend.
god, oh god.
I'm gonna tell him that.
Part of an ally.
I'm gonna like get up and be like, we need her heart. Yeah.
If
You can certainly
if
look.
You can resurrect it without a head, you can resurrect it
I'm
without
gonna
a
at
heart.
least
That's what
look
I'm
for
saying.
her heart.
Sure. Who wants to do the deed?
I'll do it.
So,
He's
Argue
got the
with-
thing. I can't really. If he
Yeah.
wants to do it, I can't really do
I'm
anything.
just plunging right in.
All right. You pull out a dagger, and plant it in the top of her deflated chest, and pull down the length of her sternum, sort of slipping open
Actively looking.
the wound, where you can see she doesn't have a rib cage anymore.
I think that's a bad sign, Buster.
Actually, she doesn't have much. It's mostly just a like slurry of partially rotted organs, but the bones themselves are completely absent.
That's so fucking weird. Someone snatched her skeleton.
I don't think this is a good sign.
Yeah. I mean, I can try the reincarnate spell, but
You'll be using
Oh,
a
you
spell
can.
slot.
It, it's
You'll
it
be
still
using
qualifies
spell
as a
slot.
body.
okay, because it does specifically say or a piece of
Yeah,
a dead
no, it's a
human.
piece, yeah.
Imagine if she comes back and she just starts wearing away. It'll be a waste of a spell
Sacrifice the heart
slot,
to the
and she'll get.
goblin.
Well, is there a heart?
No, there's no heart. You just said that.
You could reincarnate her, and if she starts to suffer, we'd kill her and take her heart.
Oh
That's
god.
If she starts to suffer,
That's fucked. Anyway, moving on.
It creates a new body, just
Yeah.
so you understand.
yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to cast reincarnate if possible.
Okay. Can
Even
you
if
roll a d100 for me?
Yes.
That's not a good sign.
No, it
No,
is.
it's-
That's how.
it's just
That's
the
how it
body.
works. That's
Oh.
how the spell works.
Well, it's just every time I hear roll d100, it's usually
Bad.
Bad,
yeah. Or it could. It has the potential to be.
85.
Yeah. I
Sexy
thought at
half
first I
orc
read
man.
58, but then I saw
I
the 0
wish
and the 8.
it's total.
Okay.
Hey, that's decent.
Not a huge change.
No, not at all.
It is a change.
Yeah,
Um,
but not a terrible
She
change.
changed races.
Yes.
yeah. She's probably gonna change complexion too. She's not the same person. It's a totally new body.
I've also
But
just
same
realized
soul.
something.
What?
Same soul.
Same soul.
Same memories.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Same
So
memories.
she's still a friend.
I've also just
Still
realized
harvest her
something.
organs.
The church sent us with an elven woman, and we're coming back
Yeah.
with a human woman,
Yeah.
and no one's gonna question it.
So you
She lost her ears.
It's
you
fine.
you place a hand on the sort of tattered remains of her corpse, and channel that energy through yourself as you call back her soul from the afterlife as this sort of you see that golden outline of a body that you've seen a few times before, sort of slowly starting to fade in on the ground next to you, and then these like wiry strands. Have you ever seen Fifth Element?
Yep.
You remember what happens with Leela's body?
Yep.
And that sort of does that build up from nothing as a body forms. And then with the last sort of push, you just shove, and the corpse under you just disintegrates into like a fine silt as the new person lying next to
Don't
her
feel so good, Mr.
um,
Stark.
Yeah.
I don't
takes-
feel so good, Mr. Busto.
as the new body next to you takes a hard breath inward as her eyes shoot open. And
I'm
I'd
gonna
say
scream.
Oh, you're an asshole.
you see her open, you go. Wow, that was a seal
What?
noise. My
Holy
throat is fucking
shit.
toast.
Holy shit.
I'd like to imagine
Trevor.
that is what you made, though.
Yeah, that's the exact sound. Holy fuck.
I'm not gonna try to do that.
Yeah, good call.
Wow. I'm like playing a roulette with my voice
Yeah,
right now.
you're-
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be yelling.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Your veins
No.
are coming out of your forehead.
Yeah, really, it's not good. But
Holy shit.
this woman sits upright, and you can see, for the first time, whereas Cameron had a sort of olive complexion with these dark eyes and brilliant green hair, this new person, for one, is a human. She is very fair skinned with a spattering of freckles and like strawberry blonde, just curly hair kind of running down her back. And as she is still wearing, she's wearing the same clothes she was wearing. But as she sits up, she kind of looks at the two of you and like, just like running her hands over and goes, what happened,
Could be worse.
Busto?
You died, and now you're back.
I mean, that's kind of the blunt end of the stick, but yeah.
She's sort of like looking down at her hands, just
You're
sort of
a
like
human
shaking.
now.
Goes,
Sorry about that.
she goes,
Pour one out.
oh. Oh.
Is she-
Go on,
Is she still?
give the body a test drive. He says drive.
Yeah.
You can see her just sort of like flexing her hands and looking at them. And then she goes, you might have a minute to myself.
Of course.
Wait, is she going back to the caravan?
I think she's just gonna go
Okay.
somewhere
That would be a weird
else.
surprise.
What?
There's a big old bugbear in there.
Oh yeah.
She's taking a nap.
Yeah, and you see her kind of stand up shakily and like take a couple faltering steps, almost falling over again, before she kind of just like balls up her fists and just runs off away from the
Does
two
she
of
still
you.
have leprosy?
Follow her.
Wolfie gives you a nod and then just up into the air.
I think she still got leprosy.
Maybe. Anyway,
Use that heart buster.
no. No.
Just if she
We said we would bring her
if
back.
she starts to deteriorate.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
Oh,
I would say, unless there's something pressing, Cameron doesn't come back for about an hour.
That's cool.
And when she does, she kind of approaches you alone, Busto.
Yeah.
You see her kind of walking up to you, just like running a hand through her hair. As she looks at you and sort of goes, "I'm sorry for running off like that, Busto. I should thank you. Thank you. I know it.
It was a lot. It was. It was a hard-fought battle. We didn't even make it. We had some thing like my size come and save all of us. It's not just you. I understand it's going to take long time to get body used to, but you will.
I knew there would be risks. I just,
Weren't expecting them to be that bad.
well, no. I'm sorry, it's just,
I understand.
things can't be the same. I just wish I could remember dying, but I don't.
Good.
It was just a pop. And then waking up with you. Do you have any hair dye? Sorry, that's a weird question.
I love him.
The hair is kind of important.
Busto kind of like reaches into a weird pocket. No one has seen. Careful there.
Crotch pocket.
That's just
And
where you
pulls
hide your
out-
hair dye.
An herbalism kit. First time the druid gets to use a fucking herbalism kit
Iconic.
the goddamn entire campaign.
Wish you had a disguise kit.
Shut the hell up. Busto starts kind of looking around to see if there's anything that could be extracted to use as a powerful green dye.
Oh, it
Do
has
you think
to be
Busto would
green.
have something?
I doubt he would have something on him, but I
We
would
could
assume.
scavenge.
Yeah, I would assume he would be able to find it real quick.
Okay.
I'm just sitting there.
I will leave you to that. You sort of Busto and the new Cameron sort of head off into the woods to go looking for ingredients.
Can I make Wolfie do one thing?
Sure.
Busto would like Wolfie to just fly almost straight up, and see if there's any billowing smoke, any signs of where they might be.
Yep. Valia, is there anything you wanted to do right here
Have a cup of coffee.
before I head back to them for a bit?
Have marshmallows been invented yet?
No.
Can I start working on that?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna start working on that.
We have finally found the main quest of this
Oh
campaign.
my god.
Make the perfect hot cocoa.
Bring hot chocolate to this poor deprived world. That is what you have been called for.
That is what the call is.
Anyway.
We touched the big fucking.
You guys are out here transforming into weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you touch the spire. and
Reincarnating
instead of, like, the
elves
hand's just a
into
big
humans.
marshmallow on
I'm
the
just
other
making
side.
marshmallows and I'm freaking going at it.
Fuck, man. I need to replace.
I'm gonna patent
Stay
marshmallows.
Puft Man is going to be the final boss. I cannot believe I even
From-
ever
from-
consider anything
From
else.
Oh
Ghostbusters?
my
Exactly.
god. I love
Nobody think of anything.
Nobody think of anything
I'm patenting
else
marshmallows
but that.
right now.
Oh my god, that would be so much more dangerous in this world. Like, think about all the scary things you guys know about.
Especially if he's a
The
magic
Marshmallow
user.
Man is the real BBEG.
Anyway,
I'm so glad you didn't transform into that.
I would say, sort of ironically, Busto and Cameron end up wandering generally in the direction of the spot you were about 12 hours ago.
What a coincidence.
I'm not sure if you are
Coincidence.
still there then, but we don't need to address that right away because
Back to the night.
back to the night.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
You guys have, I guess, talked. Maybe not. Maybe just sat and waited for the timer to run down.
I can't.
Until after an hour and a half, it reaches 0. There's a sort of psst as the little golden timer disappears, and the box sort of lifts up, and then the two sides slide out,
I didn't
revealing
know about it.
a small note that has been tucked
They have
into
that, but
this
not marshmallows?
envelope.
On?
Show the camera.
I've got mail. No.
You've got the camera.
Mail. What
Give
is
me a
it?
minute.
There's a heart on the note. Audience. Just
Hey.
wanted to-
Shut up. I'll leave.
Stop your fucking bodily functions, asshole.
I'm gonna spit on you next time I cough.
Do not, please.
Hey,
Stop it.
no,
Oh,
okay. I was trying to give you a.
Something to cough
Cushion.
into.
This smells really nice.
I can't look at it. I'm just. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Dungeons and
Dragons. Noises
You guys
from the
you guys are
game.
12 hours
Well,
ago. Get up. Get caught up.
One thing I'm doing is probably just laying down, not talking.
Yeah. You've sort of just been lying next to the stream with your hands crossed over your chest like this.
I'm gonna lie next to the stream and have one hand in the stream and evaporate the water as it goes
He's
past.
Percy Jackson.
Yeah, so you're just sort of creating this like steam that has started to envelop
He's
envelop
Percy-
around
wait.
the two of you.
Did you get along this?
I wonder if I have a steam cell.
Percy Jackson healed.
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson healed.
Oh, yeah. Except I'm evaporating the water.
Ah, that's a snake. That's not cool. I'm looking for.
Now the water's coming up his arm and he's healing all his cuts.
No, wrong. I'm not Percy Jackson.
You can be.
No.
3 foot can be an 8 foot. You could be a.
Trevor looks so excited at that shit. I'm reading the note. He's like, yes.
Well, Trevor had to go upstairs
Sorry.
to write this because he's like, I have to pace around so I can write
Holy
this.
shit! What?
La 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 la.
I know, right?
Oh my god!
Right?
Is that in character?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yes.
What is it?
Nick is insane.
You know what? We can just not worry about that right now.
Thanks.
No,
Thanks.
I don't think we need to hide anything else.
So here's a weird thing. Maybe Nick Notch is real?
Yeah, of course she's real.
No. I mean, really real. There's a person actually named Nick Notch.
Yeah,
That's not my name. I actually don't know why I picked that name.
Wait. There's another person?
Oh,
Same appearance?
nuh-uh.
No,
No.
just same name.
I guess.
Do I know the name?
It is
Nick Notch?
Well, like, if I, I'm like, okay, what if I think about my time in the army before I met the Nick that I know? Did I ever hear of a Nick Notch? It never came out. Well, I guess you had to get inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a bit of crappy information for such a long wait, don't you think?
No. There's more. I think we're gonna have to kill a god. Maybe more than one.
What?
Bye.
Boy.
The gods are assholes. I just read.
Who said that?
Nick Notch. I'm assuming.
So you're telling me that there's somebody else named Nick that wrote you a letter?
Yeah. You know what? Full disclosure, no fucking secrets. Read it all right there.
If you want to read,
I'll read it in a bit.
Would you mind reading it out loud?
Oh, yeah.
If you want to read it to him, if you don't mind it being shared.
So it reads, Dear Nick, I hope this letter reaches you in good health. If you're reading this, I'm sure you have a few questions. Well, sorry to do this, but I'm about to give you a few more. Here's the deal, you have a secret. I know, so exciting. It is so exciting, she knows me so well. Well, 2 secrets actually. We've gone to a great deal of trouble to keep these secrets, so be careful how you share them. Obviously with my little brother. Number 1. This is the big one, so be wary. This is the one you made yourself hide for. The gods are lying. Maybe not your gods, but the primordials are keeping something hidden. Don't trust them. Number 2. This is the most important one. This is the one you made yourself forget for. We have a plan. Or you do, I guess. I'm so clever.
You little fucker.
Anyway, there's a plan. It's been in motion for a long time, maybe even longer than we've known about it. Weird, right? Yeah, it's weird. Unfortunately, it'd be best if you try not to remember it all right away. They always do those things, you know, like drop a bomb and then be like, okay, yeah. Number 1.
I figured it.
Things you think are unkillable can be killed. Number 2, the knowledge you'll need is old, so go to old sources. Number 3, your patrons are important even if they might not be trustworthy. Yikes. Good luck, Nick. I hope you won't need it. Love, your Nick.
Can I make a
You are
guess?
Nick.
It's.
No.
Don't you think it's. Can I make an. That's a weird question. Can I make an insight check to see if it's her past self talking to herself now? And not a different person.
Handwriting.
Based on wording. And handwriting.
Handwriting, it matches what you are familiar with.
So I told myself a nasty,
Don't you think it's you? From the past?
then why didn't I remember writing it? Why didn't I remember putting it in?
Did you even remember anything
You
before
forget to
when
write
you
it?
were the Nick that I know?
Because
I
you
remember
didn't want
everything
yourself to
about
remember it.
I remember literally everything.
You remember literally everything before you were the Nick that I know.
I thought I did, but thinking about it, it's like I know. You know when like it's really dramatic and you light a piece of paper on fire and it's just gone.
Nick, do you even know your own name? Just out of curiosity. And this is a genuine question. If you would like to answer this, yes, I do. Feel free.
I don't know what it was. I know what it is. My name is Nick Notch.
So that kind of explains it, right? It must have just been yourself.
It seems nasty, but then again, I am a nasty person, so that makes sense. Literally, I'm such a fucking obnoxious asshole. Only I would be like, oh, there's so much to know, but I'm not gonna tell you. Like, that reads as something I would do. I fucked myself with this one.
I'm gonna pull out Joshua.
Uh-oh.
Um,
It's a bad smile.
Sorry, I gotta open his little page.
Joshua, excuse me. I was wondering, what knowledge do you contain again?
Oh, of course, Cal. As you know, I have extensive knowledge of noble houses and families.
Yep.
Have you let Joshua go around the library recently? Okay.
Around a library?
Because he can update himself if
Okay.
you give him time to read things.
Okay.
He's
Has
so
he?
cute.
Has he done that at all since you found him?
Probably not.
Okay. So then we wouldn't know what the age he was alive during was called.
Okay.
I have extensive knowledge of noble houses and families, general economics and diplomatic relations if you are a burgeoning ruler in need of assistance, and a long library of the monsters and dangers of Thunica Alta.
He's
So,
cool.
that's all you know?
Yes, I have extensive knowledge on only 4 subjects.
Useless.
Piece of shit.
That's what I'm studying for my AP tests.
Super.
Do you have any knowledge on...
Oh, I'm sorry, Cal. I only have I have a library of knowledge in 4 different slots. That's what a professor orb can hold. And for me, that is noble houses and families, general economics and diplomatic relations, and monsters and dangers of Thunica Alta.
That's only 3.
Exactly. That's the fucking one. Thank you. Sorry.
Well, I didn't. I was having trouble.
Yes, 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 Cal. Yes.
What do you mean you have 4? You only listed 3.
Yes. Yes.
So what's the last one?
There. That's it.
That's it. But you said 4, and yet you only
Finally
listed
got
3
me.
things.
I've sat on this thing for so long, for the record.
I never heard him say that the first time.
I never thought it would tie in
Those are
this
the only
way.
ones, though.
So, can we intimidate an orb? Yay or nay? What's the feeling on that?
Yeah, I don't think he really knows. Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
That's like 23.
I'm gonna say he is being absolutely honest with you right now. The only new piece of information you would take from this is that normal sort of blink he admits when he is talking has every now and then when he is getting into a specific thing. Right now, it isn't coming out evenly.
Rubber rugby.
Joshua, do you have any idea of something that you might have extensive knowledge on that maybe somebody wouldn't want you to have?
A Professor Orb is for sharing knowledge, storage and sharing.
Alright. Thank you, Joshua. I'll
Yeah.
put him in the back.
No, that's too far-fetched.
We need to go to
Way
the
too
library.
far-fetched.
Yeah, we need to go to the library. Oh, we need to get the other guys. I told them to wait because I was doing this whole, like, scary shtick because I was super disoriented. And I also wanted to see if Busto recognized me because he was my best friend, and he didn't. So that felt great.
Thank you, Joel.
Yeah, I am innately terrifying now, though. Did you notice? It's pretty awesome.
No, you'll always be 3 feet tall to me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, so
What would you like to do?
We need to find a library. We need to go to a library. Should we go? No, Deorumn is sort of fucked now, right?
I think it would be best to go to Deorumn anyways. I need to
Really?
do something.
You know what? I need to do something there too.
With the face.
Let's go to Deorumn. Let's find a library. Let's leave him in there to update, and let's fucking throw around his figure shit out.
Scar.
So,
Bop back
Are-
together.
Alright.
Come and get us first.
Yep.
I would say, if I were to make a guess,
I'm gonna sleep though. I need
Yeah.
to sleep.
you have time.
Can I get a long rest?
Yep.
Thank you. Holy fuck.
I would say you actually meet up with Busto and a woman you do not recognize as they are walking through the woods. Probably one of you spots them from afar and sort of signals to the other one, pointing over towards where your friends are now walking.
I make a, like a rude gesture
I made a
towards them.
high intelligence check. Would I realize it's Cameron?
You knew what
I
Busto
knew-
was gonna do,
yeah.
so probably.
Would I see them?
Yeah, of course you do.
I'm
You probably
making-
you probably hear her make the rude gesture.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
fuck you too,
I'm gonna,
Nick.
I'm gonna walk.
Is
up
that
to
what
him.
tips you off that it's Nick?
Yes.
You hear a rude gesture and you go, Nick is back.
I love that. You hear someone flipping you off, or like, and you're like, she's here.
I feel the presence.
I love that.
I'm going to.
Hello?
Hello. I use my imitate voices feature to imitate that exactly, just so we're clear.
Disturbing. Busto, there appears to be an echo in this forest.
Just for fun.
I'm gonna walk up to them and drop my trident and give Cameron a hug.
You don't
She
know
seems
Cameron.
momentarily stunned before lacing her arms around your back.
So is someone gonna
I'm
tell me who she
Are
is?
you two okay?
I'm fine, boss.
Are you okay?
Physically or emotionally? Because I've just learned some shit.
Both.
I love you. Yeah, a little Masamino on this one, pal. Like,
Hi.
What? Masomino?
feeling
So.
great physically, because I can run really fast.
Can you
You're an
run-
Oni.
Yeah, hi, who are you?
My name's Cameron.
But,
I've heard stories about you. About Onis. Anyway.
Thank you.
Did
Did you hear about how cute we are, and how smart we are, and how scared we are?
Definitely that last one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on my train.
So this is Nick.
This is Nick?
Yeah, Buster.
Nick, you're on... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's like, I thought it'd be like really cool, but no one really thinks it's cool.
I think it's cool.
Thanks. I love being able to talk to you and look at you at the same time.
Can you turn into dog?
Maybe.
I can check for you if you want.
Yeah.
I wild shape into a blink dog. And very excitedly just start teleporting around the trees. Yeah, like
You could do
Like one
a
time it's in a
knoll.
whale.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You gotta be humanoid. You could probably pull off a
I'll
knoll.
try for a knoll. It's the second best thing. I changed my shape and I'm a knoll.
Ruff!
Ruff!
Ruff! I teleport onto your head.
Ramen starts
I'm
coming
like, oh.
from wherever he is.
A new dog has been entering
Oh
this world.
my god.
Yeah.
Magic.
Okay, I mean, you're joking, but he is a dogomancer on an extremely high level. He probably has a dog
Dog
spell.
sense.
Like a
That's
dog
updating
radar.
him about all the dogs in the
Every-
world.
It's that
I,
population counter, but it's just dogs.
Yeah, I love the fact that
Slightly
Deorumn
liquid
actually like in it
water.
at the top of his tower
Um,
has like a secret attic, and like it's just like filled with computer screens of every single dog in the world.
He has
It's like think Incredibles.
Yeah.
Like the fucking scene from
a
Incredibles.
cup of coffee.
Exactly.
Pen and
Shit, I gotta
pencil
buy
goes,
2 more screens.
What's sleight of
there's a
hand?
new dog out there.
What's sleight of hand, by the way?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Nick, can you contest me with a perception check real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, well I got an 8.
Well, I might.
No
I'm
matter
pretty
what
Cheating,
you roll.
the lowest I can get is a 19. Yeah, so a 19.
Cameron tries to very subtly cast dispel magic on you while you're in your Oni form. She's kind of trying to do it under her breath. I think you would gather she's trying to figure out if you are an Oni or a
if you're
halfling
disguised as
turned
an
into an Oni.
Right. I like see her doing it. I don't say anything. I just like wink at her.
I'd say she's pretty much just
Yeah.
immediately stops and like, and like maybe gets a little bit closer to Musto.
I'm a dog.
Maybe gets a little bit closer to Cal.
I also teleport into her arms.
Oh.
This is
big
all
are
for
you?
comedic. I'm a dog.
Like yeah, but
Dogs,
Little puppy.
dogs, yeah, puppy size.
Okay.
I'm a puppy blink dog.
That's adorable.
Dog.
Yeah,
That could
I'm
be a
literally
lot
just
of different
teleporting
things.
everywhere.
All right.
I,
So-
shift back into my
shit.
my other shit. I take a shit. I change
Whoa.
back into my other shit.
Wow, Onis are so cool.
Yeah. yeah.
That's a dump.
Did you know
Takes
we have
pants
plus
off.
Question.
3
It's
to
like-
like shitting?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
wait, what are you wearing?
Oh.
Question.
My,
Could you polymorph into
Into
a
a-
version of Oni that does not need to take a shit?
well,
I'm
that's
not gonna-
a
shut up.
question, isn't it? That's a question.
That's-
we
the
don't
better
really
answer is
have time
no.
to unpack right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Polymorph Blake.
I do
No,
have a
I'm
question. though.
Shapeshifting into my regular form, my Oni form.
Busto kind of reappears as
Yeah.
Furball. Why are you not okay? Emotion.
Between you and me,
Shenanigans are afoot.
yeah. I think I have a plan.
That was so quiet.
You'll see. Hey, do you see this?
I looked at it too. I'm killing myself.
And that is where we will pick up in 10 minutes after
Oh,
a
okay.
quick break. I hope you guys are enjoying so far. We have a really nice video for you. So just sit tight, relax. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
I disintegrate myself now.
Back.
And we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed your break. I know we did. So, much shenanigans are afoot. But
We're back on the show, Emily.
No. Perfect timing, ladies and gentlemen.
She's getting people tea.
Yeah, she's getting tea.
Oh, what's gonna go in
so
Arthur, you want milk?
it was just so aggressive. Like she was not
Yeah,
asking if he wanted milk. She
milk?
was criticizing.
Emily is
Yeah.
our grandmother.
Okay. God damn it. I'm losing focus now. So you guys all met up in the woods and sort of talked a bit about what you wanted to do before heading back to the campsite to get the caravan
And
and
Valia.
Valia. Who is oops. What the hell? Oh. Sorry. Who is still sitting by the campfire.
That green gunk all over my face.
She's got green gunk all over her face. She seems to be toiling over what, like a pot?
A pan.
A pan. And she seems Slicks is sort of hovering, like floating near the back of them, just sort of looking confusedly, because
Some nature
Valia
juice.
is working with a medium-sized fellow in a sort of leather garb, missing an arm at the elbow, who are both over this pan working on something which smells sickly sweet.
Can I see them?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, can I do something first?
Sure.
Can I become invisible?
Absolutely.
Okay, but right after she does that, can I see everybody else? Hey guys, look at this stuff, and I'm just gonna like hold up this like really like gooey green stuff. I'm like, I call it marshmallow. That's what we decided, right? Marshmallow. It's okay. So basically, what we did was we got all this water and this mossy stuff that we scrunched up, and we put it in on this pan for like a minute, and then we added sugar cane and vanilla, and then we mixed it, and then we removed it and let it cool down and ate it, and it's really
How did you
good.
find sugar cane and vanilla in the dead forest?
We came up with it. It's the best.
When you're a druid, you can make things happen.
This is true.
When it's D&D, anything's possible.
You
You want to try some? It's really good.
sure, give me some.
Here you go.
I go from behind you. I'd like to try some, and I drop my invisibility cantrip.
The guy
Okay.
Wait, a cantrip?
Yeah, I have an invisibility cantrip.
At will. It is
What?
at will spell.
It's
Okay.
like yours.
No, she's
Okay.
yeah, she's
Except
Yeah.
better.
No, the guy working at the pan kind of visibly jumps and looks around at you,
I
and sort of looks
smile
up
with my
and
really sharp teeth.
and he sort of looks at you, looks back at them, and goes, "Oh,
Hello.
hello, everyone."
Valia's gonna be surprised,
Wait,
but
what? There's a
not
guy?
angry or like.
One
Yeah,
armed
dude,
man.
it's the guy we met with half the arm.
Oh my
who was
God, I
shoving me
did not
Yeah,
hear
sorry.
that.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
so
toiling
nice.
over the pan with Valia.
He's poopy.
I'm kind of gonna be
Oh,
like,
that dude?
Yeah.
here you go.
Oh, I didn't even.
Oh, well, the
put
only
that
person that heard him humming was her.
I take some off and I'm like,
New friend of yours.
What does it
And I'm gonna
taste
start
like?
eating more.
Sweet. It's weird. It's a little bit mossy.
oh, I like that.
The moss, because it needs gelatin and real marshmallows. Side note, but then I looked it up. Moss. There's a certain type of moss that you can use to replace gelatin.
Okay.
So really, it tastes just like regular marshmallow.
I
Just
know.
saying.
That is so good.
I'm
That is
patenting it.
Crazy good. You totally should.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
100,000 a day, please.
Trevor,
Marshmallows will sweep the land.
screw the plot line.
Yep.
We're starting a marshmallow industry.
Sale, right? Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Well, Val, I am amazed by your culinary confection, but
The one-armed guy who still won't give us his name thinks that they'd go good with this. What'd you call it? Graham cracker.
Well, it's more of a wheat biscuit, but
I think
it is delicious.
I think chocolate would be good. That's been invented. Yeah, chocolate would
No.
be good.
I could see that working.
What if we do all three? We could
Well,
call
that would
it.
certainly make me want
We
some
could
more,
call it-
But
Sandwich.
It's a sandwich, but you want more of it. So you
Oh,
want
fuck you.
s'mores.
I fucking heard that.
Yeah, he
I don't know
already
what
made
he
He already
said.
made that joke.
made
He's
that
like, well, I
joke.
would certainly want some more of it.
Beat me there, but I'm too hyped up on this marshmallow shit.
He goes, you can see he's got a little spoon with a bunch of it on it. He kind of holds it out to you guys and says, "It really is quite good. If you'd want some."
I don't have much of a sweet tooth. We'd best be going.
He had the idea to put it on a stick and put it over the fire, and then get it black, so that way it doesn't look as gross. I don't know why, but it works, and it's so much better. I think it is. You haven't tried it. Don't knock till you try it, man.
I haven't heard
I think that this could take over the whole nation.
I bend right down next to Cal and I'm like, if you don't mind, can I be uncordial for a second?
Go for it.
I pick the man up by the front of his shirt and lift him.
He sort of reacts for a second, then just sort of like dangles, and as he's sort
Just
of looking at
fucking
you,
Dead weight.
with genuine just
I'm gonna-
curiosity.
As she does it, I'm gonna throw some marshmallow at her. That stuff never gets off.
He goes,
Yeah.
"Hello."
Hi. So last time we met, you were unclear about a few things that I would really like you to be clear on when.
Last time we met.
Oh, excuse me. I would show you, but then I'd have to drop you. I stole your meat, and I was really cute and adorable, and just the cutest little girl.
He was the
You see his expression changes very dramatically for about a quarter of a second.
You would be
Just sort of very briefly, just like a brow furrowing and just. Actually, can you roll insight?
Ooh, yeah. 27.
Anger,
Jesus.
like maybe more frustration, and he kind of goes, "You're Nick Notch?
I knew it.
I'm Nick Notch.
Oh. Well, it's nice to meet you again, Nick. I'd shake your hand, but you seem to be otherwise occupied."
Well,
You only have-
yeah,
Yeah, I was
and
about to say.
here's the thing. Tell me your name, and tell me where you got the song you were humming the night we met, or I will twist your head off of your
I
body.
don't know how I feel about this new Nick. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, I'd rather keep my head all attached if it means the same to you.
Nick, we don't need to be too violent.
I don't want to interrupt, but she, pointing the camera, lost her head, and look at her now. I'm just saying, you might get 2 arms out of her.
You might get 2 arms out of
I'm
it.
just asking
Oh
a
my
simple
Frankly, I
question.
put a lot of work into this body. I'd rather not give up on it just yet.
Putting that out there.
Nick, could you put me down first, please?
Actually, no, sorry.
Nick, just do it.
Fine, I dropped it.
Nick, I'm sorry I threw more.
He sort of lands and stumbles a bit,
It's fine. it's a
putting out his
snack,
one
I'll
arm
make
to
it.
steady himself before he sort of like fixes his hair and sets his coat and then just goes, "Look, I've told you how I feel about names and all that.
Well, she asked you a question. You better answer.
And between you and me, I know when you're lying.
I've been calling him X.
It's not X.
Sorry.
Can I give you a nickname?
Nick? Name?
Well, I'm figuring now that yours is probably fake too, so I think you'll have to go for it.
Hers isn't fake. Her name's Nick.
Yeah.
You can call me Connie, if it's all the same.
The
Okay.
girl's name.
Okay, Connie.
It's not a one-armed guy name.
23.
On
Ha,
what?
ha,
Insight.
ha, 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 ha. 24.
Oh, are
On
we
insight?
rolling inside?
3.
Oh, Nick's about to show you up.
No, no, it was
Actually,
a
no.
natural one.
Wait, no. Mine
Well,
is
that's
But
aren't
it
you
was actually a
proficient?
10
26.
I still didn't get good though.
Tip
Got
that
nine,
beanie
I
to
got
ya.
19.
7.
Nick
From a nat
Nick
one.
just rolled a nat 1 and got a 19.
I'm really cool.
Are you trying to figure out if he's lying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's telling the truth.
I think we should
I mean, it
call
is a
Andy.
nickname, but he's telling the truth.
Why don't you like to say names?
Names have power, Busto.
You're not hold on, out of game. You're not pulling bullshit like what's the book? Serpent's Chaos. It was like the Egyptian Percy Jackson style book where if you
Oh,
say the
yeah,
guy's
yeah.
name backwards, you have
No.
complete control
Yeah.
over him.
Harry Potter.
No.
Just a making sure.
No, he doesn't. He.
I feel like
You
he's
rolled
a-
really high on insight.
The
He
red
just.
pyramid.
He doesn't want to tell you his
That's what it
name,
was.
and that's a perfectly good excuse.
Can I cast detect magic?
Sure.
Can we call you Handy?
I'd rather
you
not.
are so insensitive.
If you really want to, sure.
Handy
Pick
Connie.
them up.
You're 1-0 right now. So, what about that song?
What song?
That checks out. Okay. Are you like coming with us or something? Like,
If not if you don't want me to. I'm going a different direction.
Wait,
But
please.
I have a question. Can I walk up to him and put my hand on, like, his shoulder? I just see if I
I'm sensing something
feel
from you.
anything.
And I also cast detect
You
magic.
feel a shoulder blade.
You feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's kind of an awkward thing to do without saying anything, and he feels a little bit uncomfortable because it's
I'll-
kind of an
I'll-
awkward thing to
I'll
do
just
without
say-
saying anything.
I'll just say while I'm doing it.
You look
You don't
tense,
have-
man.
You don't have to come with us. It's alright.
All right.
No, please.
I
Nothing?
cast detect magic.
I don't have any connection to this guy.
Hey, here's something. I couldn't tell you were my friend.
No, Nate, you don't understand what I'm doing. He sings the same song as me. We both probably have died.
He goes, "Well, I'm heading back cityward."
So,
Deorumn,
Oh, you want a quicker way through the tunnels? I can lead you a quicker way through the tunnels, but I'd rather part
Did-
ways once we get out.
did he
that
have
checks out.
did he have anything for detect magic? No.
Yeah, he's magic. He's got some magic.
What kind?
A lot.
23 insight.
Different kinds. There's
Divination, or illusory. Bit of
illusion.
both?
Illusion would probably be the most prevalent.
So maybe he does.
Trevor, I rolled a 23 on insight and seeing if he's not completely upfront and nice about putting us through a good, safe way through the tunnels faster.
He's not lying about that.
Does he not?
He knows a faster way through.
Can I see them, like, looking like they don't trust him?
Sure.
Guys, he just made like 20 batches of marshmallows with me.
Alright.
You are
I was all alone.
so naive.
I'm naive.
Yeah, I know, it's rich.
Alright, let's get
coming.
moving.
Look, I'm heading to the city. You're heading to the city. I'll lead you through if you give me passage, and then we'll go our separate ways.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Will you make more marshmallows with me? I'll give you 50% profit.
I think that would be a deal.
I like
Sorry, I don't have the other arm.
I like to shake with my left. Sorry.
That's the reason why you don't.
She's like,
Yeah, I only shake with
I
right-handed
really don't
people.
trust this guy. Okay, so
Yeah, me
he's
either.
being genuine about bringing us through tunnels, but is
but
it
there
safe?
was such an
It is.
exclusion of information.
I
there.
rolled a 20. a 26.
Would you like to address this with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, you may be saying it's faster, right? But is it safe?
It should be.
Can I use my roll that I just
Look, Cal, I know we don't know each other very well. And if you don't want me on your caravan, I can go on back myself.
No.
It's no big deal to me. It just
We do have one requirement if you are joining the group,
Just stay ahead of us.
even for a little bit. We always subjugate everyone to a dispel magic, just in case they are hurting
I've
us.
never done that.
Yeah, we did. No, we did. with you. I
Dahlia,
think you just forget.
we did it to you, you just didn't see.
She recently died. She's so muddled
Yeah,
up.
she's
Guys,
all
I've
over
been
the
back for
place.
like 2 years now.
I winked at Val.
Let's see if I get it. Dude, she just wants this guy to come with us.
And
she's
we do too.
So fucking sugar hyped. You know how much? Okay, 5 minutes to make a batch of marshmallows. You guys left me alone for like 2 hours.
Yeah, but they take a
God.
while to set.
and what's more
No.
concerning is you came back and there's not a lot of marshmallows.
Yeah. Oh no.
And the pan is fucking dirty.
Uh-oh.
We have no pan. Wait, what should I roll? Insight.
No.
So are you casting?
Yeah,
I was-
Oh, so you said, and he
No,
goes,
intelligence.
Yeah. I see.
he goes, I suppose that would be fine.
They look like tricking. Shh. Alright. Guys, if he wanted to hurt me, don't you think he would have? It's just me. Slicks is over there. He sleeps through the dead. He sleeps like the dead.
To be overly cautious,
Yeah.
because Busto is sketched out. By this.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, twins.
I'm going to cast the spell magic at 6th level.
Okay.
Holy.
Damn.
Fuck, I like
That's
this guy.
Probably a good call.
I want to make sure, guys. I
Hey,
just-
man.
I'm with you
If
on
we
that
vote, I'm voting for you.
All right.
don't
Busto. Perception contest me.
Not terrible.
That's decent.
Perception contest? You mean
DC 24.
25.
Okay.
16 plus 9. Let's go.
You
Oh, you
put
only
out your
16, only
hands,
18.
and he sort of just stands there eyeing you, and you press forward, and that little like purple flash washes over him, and has no effect. You do with a 25 notice a very, very slight twitch at the edge of his lips.
It's not real.
Yeah. Can I roll?
Not like a twitch normally, just like he moved his lips a little bit.
Kind of like.
Is very much like
Tiny.
Kind of like.
I just want to inform you that if they end up not liking you, we might have to take your heart. So you might want to just go through this.
He's not a friend.
He's a friend of me.
That doesn't mean anything.
It is if
He's a
I'm
real
the
friend.
one that gives it to the skeleton,
Skeleton.
like ribs.
Really good roll. Really shit Arcana check. 16 total for Arcana. What I'm mostly trying to figure out is if it's a characteristic for someone who is under an illusory or shapeshifting spell to
Would I have
have any
seen it?
telltale signs of shapeshifting
want to roll
or
perception DC 24.
illusion.
Probably not. I got in the 20s.
Guys,
Uh,
come on, he's
it is
fine.
it is
21.
not. It is not. So you would not notice.
He's just a nerd.
Alright.
Guys, we've never done this to anybody else. We just go around trusting people. I'm pretty sure one of you guys told me about a story that you just picked some guy up off the side of the road one time.
I look at Kyle.
Graham. Say my Graham.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I also
Alright.
look at Nick. Let's go.
He's coming with us? Yes. Let's go.
And I'm for the record, I'm. Do you? If,
twitching
I don't
to
know if you
show
want me
us-
to slide a
show
hand
us
check.
what he did.
Yeah, I'm pointing at my mouth and
Yeah, I'm
like,
showing.
twitching.
Right, yeah.
I don't see it. I'm too busy happy that he's here.
Actually, before we leave, Connie, if that really is,
Andy.
It is.
18 side hand
don't
check.
ride in our cart with us.
Yeah, you can be in the
Yeah, no,
sled.
do you mind if you go up ahead a little bit?
Can I ride a horse?
Sure.
Wait, he can be in my sled. You wanna be in the
Tied to
sled?
the cart, of course.
It's fine. Old legs, a bit tired after long walks.
Yeah.
No worries.
We'll extend the road so a horse is about like
Okay.
50 feet out in front of her.
Yep.
And
That
I'm gonna-
is entirely acceptable.
I'm gonna go to
I really
sleep
like this plan.
immediately. I need to
You
go
can
to
use
bed.
Slicks as a pillow. He's a good
I
pillow.
need to go to bed so bad. I go in like he's taking
Wait,
space
wait.
needs-
How much can our... We must be reaching the maximum
We are
weight.
pushing.
Because we have 1, 2 with Slicks, and then if you're in the caravan, that's 3 8-foot
He
people.
makes Lex walk.
You know he needs a long rest.
I need it more. I saved your old asses.
I
and
will
he-
walk.
Busto.
I'm fine. I slept.
Oh, okay.
Is Val not phased by Nick at all?
Alright, she thinks it's cool.
It is cool.
Val is an 18-year-old girl.
Yeah.
She's a teenager.
You know
She's
what?
my age. Literally. She is me
Yeah.
in D&D.
You?
So,
So,
stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's the darndest thing,
Love you, Uncle.
guys?
What?
I was just saying my salamander was outgrowing me. He's perfect.
Can I make a survival check?
Sure.
Can I give Slicks McGruff a long rest?
Yep.
You can give everyone a long rest. It's gonna be about 6 days.
Oh, nice.
Jesus fuck
I'm
yeah, I
gonna
think we can take a long
the longest nap.
16.
6 days.
16.
Do you mind if we just all long rest?
I already
Yep.
have.
25 on a
So,
perception check for dangers.
I'm gonna want to do something when we get into town.
you,
Everybody
after
is.
about 6 days of travel, your caravan arrives outside the walls of Deorumn.
Can I do one thing?
Sure.
Before that, on the travel there through the caves, I want to talk to Busta.
Okay. Sure. Do you want to run that conversation before we get here?
Gains 24 pounds. And marshmallows.
Sorry, you'll have to give me a second. I just closed my windows.
Yeah.
Busta, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you something. As a close friend, and I need a favor.
Sorry.
It's quite a big favor, and I know it'd be a tough decision, but as my friend, I was wondering if I could take possession of the bag of teeth.
Why?
I've completed pretty much everything I've needed to do. I don't really have anything else, and it has a connection to something that I know I need to study.
Cal,
Yeah.
you're not planning to give your heart of an ally.
I know where I can get another piece. And as well as that, the bag is something that I may have a connection with.
How?
To be honest, I don't really know. I hate to say it, Busto. This is something I know you might not want to give it up, but I'm asking you this as a friend. I would do anything for all of you.
Buster takes out the bag of teeth. Buster would like to inscribe onto the bag of teeth in Druidic. Don't do anything stupid.
Okay.
If you are studying it, I would like to be there.
Okay. There will be some times where you might not be able to.
Like when?
I don't know. Maybe if we're split up. But based on recent information, this is something that might be useful to us.
Busto tosses the bag into the middle of you and I. What is Nick hiding?
So I'm really just as lost as you, man. I don't know. She's not who I thought she was, and it's
I mean,
I don't know if I can.
she's still the same Nick.
Yeah, I guess so.
I can change into a dog, but I am still Busto.
Maybe with a little bit higher intelligence.
Maybe.
He didn't understand.
But can you at least try to tell Nick to tell me what it is, even if you don't know. I don't think secrets are good, Cal. And I think the more and more we try to hide from each other, the more and more we pull each other away from ourselves. The only thing I want is two things: honesty and friendship. A wise deer once told me, the thing that you must cherish the most isn't power, isn't knowledge. It is your fellow animals in the forest. For your animals can bring you water if you need, and they can bring you food. They can care for you when you are sick, but they can also kill you at night. That was dark.
He said murder us in our sleep.
My point is, Cal, is you are a friend. And I hope you have the same virtues. Big word. Of honesty and friendship. Because no matter where we go, we will at least have that. And not the teeth to you.
I'll pick them up. Put them in my bag. Busto, I understand. And I wish for the same. I'm sorry if I ever break that. And I'll give you a hug.
Cal,
Yeah.
you don't need to be sorry if you don't do it. Turns away.
And it's only a few days after that that your group finds itself outside the walls of Deorumn. It's been a while since you were here, and the city is starting to work on recovering, but it's pretty clear from even a cursory glance at the hilltop you've arrived on that it's not doing so hot. You can see some damage that you didn't cause, which is surprising. A couple of the walls have been kicked down. A good swath of the northern agricultural district is in ruins. It's just destroyed. And the citadel at the center is like...
He's still up there?
Yes, but he's not yelling anymore.
Good.
But the citadel itself is streaked with these, like, just cracks of, like, ebony winding up towards the top.
That's a little scary.
Literally, the two most wanted people in Deorumn just walked in.
Yep.
So,
They
guys,
don't know.
before we go into town, I
I mean, my face
probably
public.
should not look like a scary, scary creature.
Also, I'm putting up my cowl because
Okay.
I did make my face public
So,
in Deorumn at least.
I think I'm gonna shapeshift into the most beautiful woman in town.
Nick Notch.
And I take my old form, yeah. I take my old form, and I like wink at you guys.
Buster kind of pulls out from his handy haversack a flying carpet,
Oh, dude, I still have one of mine.
folds it out,
A couple
hops
pieces.
on. I will see you in town in a bit.
See ya.
I will see how the agriculture district
Good job.
is doing.
They could probably use your help, dude.
Then I will come back and get information.
Gotcha. So you're going to the library with the professor? Is that
Did I hear that?
I think I'll be off. Thank you guys for the ride.
I have an idea.
Forgot about dropping
I can-
Cameron off.
Oh wait.
Oh no, this is a.
Connie. Handy
Connie.
Connie.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Mr. Handy.
Yes.
I want to call him Handy Manny so bad.
I'd rather you don't, but
Okay, Handy Manny.
thank you.
You probably need some supplies, huh? I know the best place. Give it a little wink.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
All right, come with me, and we'll just start going for any building.
Okay.
I have the greatest general store in the world.
Do a
I
quick
have a
perception
key
check
though,
for me, my dude.
What?
Him.
Perception?
Just him.
He's looking for stores.
8.
No. Okay. Sweet.
Awesome.
So, you and Connie head off.
We're gonna get in trouble. Dun 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 dun. We're gonna get in trouble. I'm so fucking dead.
Yeah. So as they head off, you see Valia kind of like talking excitedly, and Connie just sort of like is laughing at something she said, even like pulls her in with an arm, and then just throws out his hand to keep
I
gesturing.
just wanna let you know I'm bringing a batch of marshmallow with me.
Okay.
That will come in handy later.
So Busto is on his carpet. Valia's heading off with Connie. Cameron's in the cart with you two.
We'll go. Cameron, you can do something around town if you like.
If you need any, I might go looking for hair dye, but
Yeah.
if you guys need any help, I'd be welcome, or I'd be
I'm
be happy.
I just need to give you one thing before you go. And I kiss her forehead.
It's good to see you, Nick.
As she said, I might need some hair dye. Could I have heard that? And be like, you can come with us?
You're gone by now.
Alright, that's fine. I figured I'd ask.
So,
We're gonna head to.
who would like to be focused on first?
I can go now.
I don't mind.
We're all
I'll
passive
do it
aggressive.
because
Sure.
I'm taking initiative.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I'll go after them.
And Busto goes last.
Like usual.
I could go last. I'm still going after you.
True.
Gotta think with the noggin, Cal.
So,
Roasted.
you guys are heading to a library. Is that correct?
The biggest, most best one we can find. yeah.
Frankly-
Probably in Sham.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm actually quite curious if I have a specific library named anywhere. Yes,
books,
actually.
Books that are boring.
In the Artisans Patriciate, there's a place called the Library of Algernon.
Oh, nice.
We right to it then.
What was this one?
I have a question, Trevor. Is there still destruction in the streets?
Yeah,
Like dead
So,
bodies?
like, are we in, like,
Yeah.
Detroit? Sorry, anybody who lives in Michigan.
especially in the inner city,
Oh my
which you
God.
have to. You need to go into the inner city
Oops.
to get to the Artisans Patriciate.
Anybody else heard that idea?
I did. No, Sarah.
So,
It's one of those.
no. So, you're gonna do nerd stuff at the library.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I was wondering if actually you could bring Joshua.
What? I don't want to sit in a book place. Okay, I
Book in a book. If anything,
I'll be
Busto
back
should
in
have.
like 10 minutes.
But I have to do something too.
Well, then you can do that once I get back.
You're leaving me to babysit him.
Yeah, it's it
Oh
all.
my god.
It doesn't take that much.
I don't need to be babysat, but thank you for thinking of me.
Well, what if someone steals you or something? We don't want to give up our baby.
So, yeah, someone could just grab you.
I would say Cameron literally just puts out a hand and guiding bolts into like the side of the street nearby, sending just like
I thought
bits
she was
of
dyeing her hair.
cobblestone.
I thought she was.
Well, yeah, she's just following you guys
She's
right
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
okay. Oh, well, Cameron,
Hey, yeah,
could you watch him in the library?
babysit our baby boy. He's a piece of rock.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
And she takes Joshua, and just sort of holds him and heads off towards the library.
I'm gonna head to the slums.
Okay, Nick, where are you going, by the way?
I'm looking for the most powerful necromancer I can find.
Okay,
Interesting.
interesting. Well, I would say the Arcanist Corner is probably gonna be your best bet for that.
Yeah.
There's a place called There's a place called Home of Curiosities. Busto might know the guy who runs it.
I know.
I would
guy.
Also knows a gay.
I know a guy, guys.
Knows the guy.
His name is Jonas Watson.
Jonas.
He's my friend.
Actually, probably Jonah. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's kind of funny.
We'll
thing.
go with Jonas.
Jonas. Okay, so
First name is Nick. Second name Jonas.
Cal,
That's my real name.
Cal, you head off to the slums,
Yes.
parting away from Nick, who sort of just watches you leave before turning and heading off into the Arcanist corner, where you find this little hovel-like building. It's sort of it's very out of place. It's almost like a rickety little shack in the middle of this otherwise much more grandiose set of streets, and you just push through the half-attached door and find yourself inside this dark little space with all these hanging lanterns and little alchemical potions, circles drawn on the floor. Just a very dark atmosphere.
Your voice is fucked.
It's really starting to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm drinking a lot of tea, but
You're good.
Guest speaker tonight.
I'll GM.
So,
maybe.
is the guy?
Guest
Can I
speaker
see
guy.
the
We found
guy?
Wait, one more thing.
Yeah, I would say, you know what, fuck it, I might as well use this shitty voice to my advantage.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go full. You sort of come in and look at, not really knowing what else to do. You just dunk 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 on
Yeah.
the side of a wall, and you hear like a sort of like shuffle of footsteps before this very mousy looking dude. What?
Nothing.
It's sort of like
breathing.
hunched over. He's kind of got this perpetual little thing with his hands, and he just looks at you and goes, "Can I help you
Right at you.
with anything?"
Yeah, I think you actually can.
Oh, really?
It's the joke of the round.
You know, I don't get lots of little girls in here very often.
Yeah, I know. I would guess.
Can't tell if that was a
have-
pedo joke or.
Yeah.
I have a question for
Yeah.
you. Yeah, he's gross.
Yes, of course. That's all I'm here for.
Now, bringing someone back from the dead is a really elaborate and really expensive ritual.
It could be a bit pricey, depending on how much you want their mind to be intact.
What about making contact?
Well, that's a bit cheaper. Do you have any artifacts of the departed? Any personal items? Hair?
Not hair.
I love it. You just made this up on the spot.
Definitely not hair, but I've got trinkets. I've got books written in his hand.
Oh, that would be perfect.
I pull out one of Ryan's
Are they interesting?
alchemy. I mean, he was sort of a weird guy, honestly. So,
Oh.
mean, you might like him. Go figure. He wrote about.
I don't know why'd you say that.
He wrote about.
I think that's rather hurtful for someone in my position. Just because I talk like this and I live in a magic shop, you know that doesn't automatically mean I'm just a weird
I
guy.
just want to say he hated necromancers. Just putting that out there. Go ahead.
You did
Yeah.
ask for a piece of hair, but I guess that's a trick of the trade.
Hair is useful.
Yeah, okay.
He just has like patchy hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like no hair.
Yeah.
I
like-
thought of him.
use
I
it.
thought of a real mouse.
So I give you this book,
Just send him
and
it.
what happens then?
Well, depends on how much coin you carry.
Well, I carry
Depends on how much
some.
coin
I'd
you
rather
carry.
you give me a set price first.
Well, if you only want a few questions answered, we could just pull a quick seance. You know, gather back in the basement, call upon the recently departed. But nah, it'll run you about 200, 250.
I want.
No, 250.
250.
Oh, stupid go!
I want a conversation.
Private?
No,
Yes, please.
FaceTime.
Well, that's gonna be a bit more like 400.
That is gonna be
500?
in hell.
500 gold.
Yeah,
You want 500 gold. Just
for a conversation, yeah.
that completely checks out.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
She can't contact Orion.
I'm ready.
He doesn't know that.
I'm ready.
Neither does she.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you have a soul anymore.
No, well,
Yeah.
because it gets trapped with the.
Well, no, because his soul is.
Well, yeah, because it gets trapped with the thing, and then we killed it. So.
Both of them? Both souls?
The bear.
Good
Yeah.
save.
I know.
Shit, that's a good point.
Yeah. You choose which one got sucked up if only
Was it-
one of them did.
Wasn't he a bear?
He was in bear form.
Well, I would
When
say
he died.
Bear might still be there because it was not technically Orion.
When I went in there, I was an Orion.
You know when I said there was not enough salt? I didn't fucking put all the salt we had. God damn, dude.
Poison.
It's like I can see the salt.
That's literally just
Hey,
sailing.
nothing is good enough for
It's
you.
not helping.
Don't drink it again.
Welcome to Dice and Paper, everyone.
So, 9:22. Fucking timestamp that right now.
All right. I mean, I do actually feel a little bit better, but
Oh.
That sounds better.
does it really?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
Stop talking so much. This is what the necromancer's doing.
Yeah.
He's in game. He's like,
Alright,
just give me a second.
Oh, I can't do his voice as well anymore.
Because it was natural before.
Stop drinking it.
Give him.
You know, it tastes kind of good actually. It's a little bit like
Alrighty then.
Gatorade. Thank you. Gatorade.
Salt.
Alcohol.
Gotta keep those electrolytes, man.
No.
Okay.
It's a
Check it
joke. Joke.
So,
Joke.
Bear form could speak
alcohol
common.
tastes like?
What?
What do you think alcohol tastes like?
Salt.
bear form would have your memories, but it is a bear.
But he could speak common with the ability.
Yeah, I know, but it's a bear. It has Orion's memories, but it is the bear. It's not Orion. You can certainly recount things about Orion,
But
but
I
it is
can't.
a bear.
He needs slicks.
What's the intelligence?
It can speak common. It's just think of it
Oh,
like
okay.
a bear that has Orion's memories, but isn't or knows it isn't Orion.
Right, but so I could still have a conversation if he speaks common.
Yeah, but play the bear.
Okay.
All right.
So I give him 500 gold.
For the record, bears
Takes
have
a
about
Bear.
bears have
Takes a-
about 2 intelligence.
Probably also like bites at it a bit, and then
That's
just
not
like
much of a downgrade for a run.
goes to you and goes, "Well, we can't stand around yapping all day. Let's get a move on."
Oh man, I know.
And he brings you down a set of winding stairs into this very dark, musty-ass basement, and pulls out a bit of chalk and starts drawing on the floor, inscribing these runes and circles, placing the book in the center, and then sort of making a circle on one end and a circle on the other end. And then he kneels in one circle and just sort of expectantly looks up at you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go kneel in the other one.
He goes, "All right, I'm gonna still be in the room, but I promise I won't be listening."
Okay, I'll
That's
take
all
your
right.
word for it, dude.
And he puts out his hands like this, and you see this sort of shadowy light, if that makes any sense, start to billow around him and illuminate the circle before a like coalescing form begins to grow in the center before popping, and the necromancer just jolts upright and looks around in apparent confusion. What would you like to do?
Is something wrong? What's wrong?
She asked you a question.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I thought she was asking you.
Not anymore, she isn't.
Hello?
That's your bear
I was
voice.
given no warning. I had no time to practice.
Hello. I feel like it's a deep Kermit the Frog voice.
Yeah, it actually is.
Rainbows.
I'll just lower that like 3
What?
octaves.
What's on the other side?
That's
You said
scary.
hello.
Yeah.
Connection.
There you go. That's good. Good. Keep going.
Who are you? What state are you in right now?
I'm a bear. I'm digging it.
This is a number busto as well. I know it's hard, but you have to deal with it.
I can't seem to turn back to human or to gnome.
you remember?
Question, can I see her? Oh, okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. I remember something. Who are you? I feel like I just woke up. You can get out.
What?
You just made fun of my voice.
No, I didn't. I said you sound like Caduceus from Critical Role.
Thank you.
It's a
It
compliment.
doesn't matter who I am. I have a question for you.
Yeah, what is it?
What was the last thing you did before you died? Because unless you did a really stupid move, I should be talking to not Bear Orion right now.
Stupid.
Because bear form.
Bearform's perspective was falling, and then Orion vanished, and the Bearform has just been left kind of floating in nothingness.
Does he remember watching the battle? Okay. Well, I remember seeing Nick and Cal and Busto fighting something, and then I just was falling. And then I think Orion went away, and I'm just here.
Where did he go? What did he do?
I think he fell further than me. I mean, I guess the astral plane was kind of meant to serve both of us, but it only saved me, if that makes sense.
What are the circumstances under which it would not save him? He knew all this shit.
Well, I don't really... I guess there might have been a deal that he made. He felt really bad that after losing his wife, and then with Graham dying, I suppose, he felt like he should do something. He didn't want to leave you guys alone.
Well, we are alone. Where is he? Where can we find him? What did he do?
If you're trying to get to Orion, I'm pretty sure this is the closest you can get now.
Well, if he didn't want to leave us alone, then
A deal doesn't mean he just disappears and leaves you with nothing. I think he tried to replace himself.
what?
Like I said, a swap.
Who?
I don't know. Maybe Graham? I don't think his wife could come back.
No, she couldn't. She was fucked.
But the thing the thing
Sorry.
you probably should know is that the astral plane, it's almost like a genie. If you wish for something, it might not give you exactly what you had in mind. So your wording needs to be awful careful.
Okay.
Is there anything I can help you with, Miss, you?
Do you know?
Open season 4.
I kind of miss my nap.
Do you know anywhere I could find this soul? anything that would
Well,
make them obvious.
I can't really seem to remember the deal. It doesn't. I don't think Orion really said anything to the astral plane. He mostly just thought it. But if everything went as I think, whoever was, I suppose, swapped should be. I don't really know how much time, but if you've been away from Orion for a while, they should be out there
About where?
with you. If you guys are still together. Well, I mean, when I say with you, I mean the called. Probably with Nick especially.
I don't know. She doesn't have anybody.
Well, that's strange indeed.
You don't have any connection with him anymore, do you?
There is no him anymore.
Well, have fun in your astral plane.
I mean, it's probably too advanced for you because it's too advanced for most people. But if you want more answers, that's where you'd find them.
Thanks for your help, Bear. I step out of the circle.
Ryan always called him Yogi, just had to say that.
I was gonna say,
I asked him, should I start with, do you have my picnic baskets?
yeah, the second you step out of the circle, whatever magic is going on just snaps, and the book actually, like, flips into the air. Like, it goes flying, and the necromancer, like, jolts backwards, and that light just dissipates. And he looks up at you and just goes, oh, that was a doozy.
And he, does he look? How does he look impacted at all? Can I roll insight on
He
him?
looks like he has no idea what just happened.
Okay, fair enough. Good enough.
What the hell were you talking to? That one was
Roar.
weird.
I'm glad you saw
There was a lot of hair.
That's what
you.
she said.
Sounds like my Saturday.
Would you rather say there was a lot of bear?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna laugh at that, that didn't deserve it.
Stupid.
Thank you so much. I have to go, and I
No
run
problem.
out of the shop.
Crying?
How'd I
Yeah.
do?
Did you grab the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say he probably just doesn't respond. Okay.
How'd I do?
That was awesome, dude. Holy
That was
shit.
crazy.
I've been expecting something like this for a little while.
Okay, Busto, Valia, who's up next?
All right, sure.
I don't care.
Busto, would you like to enlighten me
Everybody.
as to exactly where you are going?
Agricultural district at first, just for like an hour or two.
The what?
Agricultural district.
Okay.
Basically, kind of just get a sense of what's going on in the agricultural district, and try to make some people do some shit. Because if it's still in horror, then there's obviously been a problem with leadership.
Okay. The general situation you find is that without central governance,
It's so satisfying, isn't it?
mostly people have just been looting.
Yeah.
Some of the farms got destroyed too, which has cut down on food supply. So crowds who were depending on this district just stormed it to like take the food for themselves. And at this point, people are just laying low, basically.
Then I would just take my carpet and fly to the tower, the Arcanist corner.
You need another container to spit in.
That's so gross. Okay.
No, you
Alright.
just keep drinking from that.
He's not drinking it.
It really does help, though.
It does help.
And I would also like to talk to Doberman.
Okay.
Doberman?
Doberman.
Arceus.
Oh.
Grommet's going fucking crazy.
Okay.
There's like so many dogs.
Yes.
Breeding season, buddy.
Stop.
Right.
Yep. So,
Sit it down.
you coast into, the. Good lord, I don't remember the college.
Winterhold.
It's not Winterhold.
It was
Wilhelm.
Brighton.
Brighton, right?
Brighton.
Brighton
Brighton.
College of the Arcane. Do you just come up right to his window?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'd say you sort of coast up, stand
Butt
up on your
naked.
carpet, and just tick, tick, tick. And after a few seconds, Arceus kind of like he's wearing like pajamas basically. Even though it's like 12 in the afternoon, comes over to the window and just like pops it open because it's like that flap open windows.
Yeah.
And just looks at you, Busto, and goes,
I turned into a
"Hey, Busto,
Hello.
you're flying.
Yes.
It's a nice carpet."
Thank you.
You're
What the
welcome.
hell happened?
Oh, the city's been in a bit of chaos.
Yes, I see that. The entire agricultural district is in flames. What
Wow.
the fuck is happening?
He
picked up our
takes a
naughty
finger
language.
and he points at the Citadel and he says, "Oh, that's what the fuck is happening, Busto."
I see that.
What is it? It's just
Why
the
can't?
enemy?
Why haven't at least we been trying to maintain the city, even if it's not the Citadel?
Ravens,
Ravens.
Busto,
Fucking
they've been
ravens.
watching.
I know.
Buster's fucking done with this shit.
says-
I'm kind of tired of all this
Fucking
shit,
ravens.
guys.
He says, "We left a power vacuum at the Citadel, and
That's how Valor vacuums work.
Bauer back.
Valor vacuum.
it has been filled quickly. They don't show up in public, but their damn ravens fly around the city making sure nobody does much to keep things in order.
What do they do?
People just disappear. No fuss, no mess. Just gone.
Wonderful. How many druids? How many? How many?
We have 16 on staff right now, and probably another 2 or 3 dozen students. We've had people supplying food. It's just had to be fairly quiet.
All right. Have you tried to get help from Oakstead
Oakstead hasn't been talking in a while.
at all?
Shit.
No, unfortunately. A few places have gone a bit dark, but Oakstead is the only one that has just stopped responding.
Do they contact the Citadel?
Who's there to
Or not the
contact?
Citadel, the temple?
Sorry, Jesus.
Is that who they're
Do-
talking about?
Yeah. Do the churches communicate?
Temples always communicate, and Oakstead says not. In about
Fuck.
4 months, maybe.
For months.
But we just talked.
Yeah, only once, about 4 months ago.
That was not 4 months ago.
Yeah,
that was
well,
like a week ago.
that- yeah, that was
maybe
like-
2 weeks ago.
Oh,
that was
then
like-
we might have talked to
Guys.
the guy that we fought.
No, guys, they're working for the gods, and the gods are bad.
I don't know that because no one told me.
Yep, I'm with you on that. Table always gets left in the
Yeah. Well, that's not true.
A little bit. But
It's only been true for 32 episodes. Really.
okay. What do we have for any connections outside of Deorumm?
We have people en route to every major city that has been quiet. But we've been very cautious, and they're not going to get there for a little while, and they definitely won't be back for another week or so.
That's if they come back.
That's if they come back. They're very competent wizards.
Yes, but trust me, they are also very competent.
That's right. How... You made it out all right, then.
Barely.
What did you find out? What do you know about
Also
them?
very
Is there anything we should know?
accompanied.
They're
You
strong.
just pronounce all the words.
Stronger than
Megamind.
the called.
Bum bum bum. Sorry.
I actually have that sound clip on here somewhere. I just don't want to go looking for it. He goes,
At the moment, we need to focus on power instigation and big word and creating sustainable habitat for people.
Big word.
If we win people, we win war.
Gotta figure it out, bro.
Well, Busto,
How many druids do we have besides me?
you asked that like 5 minutes ago.
I know. I'm saying it again.
12 druids on staff, at least 3 dozen students.
Again.
How many do we
Again. Busto.
Can
Plus you.
yes.
have?
Can
He said besides them.
can you get? Can we get 6 to go to the agricultural district to try to reinstigate the farms? If we even at least show we are trying, we may be able to rally the peoples of the citadel.
We will send them under... I can talk to someone to get them an illusory garb.
Good call.
I think we can partition parts of the district for each druid. They can lie low, pretend to be one of the commoners, just keep the farms growing.
Best call.
I think that would be a good idea.
They're going to use pillaging magic. They're going to create the entire farms to ash and destruction. I have seen it with my own eyes. We need to be prepared for when it happens, because they only grow stronger every day.
Busto. Are we going to war?
Not yet, but soon. We need the people behind us. It's the only reason why we were able to kill the king in the first place. We need to recapture their trust and work from there. How many wizards do we have to start reconstructing?
He said druids before.
I know. I just found it funny because I thought I imagined him answering the same.
42 on staff and hundreds of students.
It's a wizard school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no shit.
We lost some in the battle and still haven't gotten an accurate count.
A lot of carpets.
Of people have been showing up slowly over the last couple of months.
Alright.
So there could be more out there.
A lot of carpets have gone missing too.
Have we had any magic items
Grand
lost?
Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Carpets.
Yes, actually, how did you know?
Grand Theft Furniture.
Making a guess.
Grand Theft.
What?
A lot, actually.
Grand Theft got it.
Do we have any teleportation circles outside of the city?
We have a few in the north. Everywhere close enough, we haven't set anything serious up yet.
We have to know they are even watching this conversation now. Because, trust me, they are. They've watched everything, and we have done alone. Not including everything here going on.
I certainly hope you're wrong,
I'm not.
but I will trust you. In this regard, anyway.
The last thing we should do, or what I will do, is try to establish some sort of teleportation with Oakstead. Oakstead, I'm not sure what happened, but the worst I can think of is a complete overruling, like here.
We can get you close if you need. We've got some range limitations, but we could get you pretty close if you need to go investigate.
Maybe. I don't know what Cal or Nick or anyone else are doing here, but my goal at the moment is to keep the people safe.
Yours and mine. And he puts out a hand and just...
Fist bump.
Okay, I'll find Cal and start talking to him. Do they have any ground troops, any sizable force, or just ravens?
It's been silent. It's like they're not even here.
They are.
They are.
Okay.
Good luck, Busto. And he takes and closes the window as you fly away. Thalia.
I would like to say something. I'm just going to the church.
Okay.
Sorry, it's
Valia.
16.
Yes, voice in my head.
Valia. You there, girl. What is it you're currently doing?
Asked who?
Asked me.
Your DM.
The
Oh,
DM.
you. I thought that was in-game conversation.
No.
I am heading to the nearest door.
All right.
Oh, okay. This gives a lot more context to what you were doing.
Yep,
This makes
you-
sense now.
you
Best
had-
merchant in the world?
Yeah.
You head down a back alley
Out of the world.
with Connie in tow and find a little abandoned door. There's no house attached to it. It's just sort of a door frame.
That's fine.
And you go rooting in your pockets. Where do you keep the key?
Somebody looking at this is like,
Probably in my
"What the
pack."
fuck?"
Is it in a box or in a bag?
Nah.
Okay.
Just
Excellent.
around. I'm gonna kind of go in my pack and I'm gonna stick it in the door and twist it, and just before I open, I'm like, "Ready, Manny?
Connie.
All right, Handy.
Oh, fine.
Prepare to be amazed and don't shit yourself." And we open the door.
You push past the door, and you see that.
Nothing.
You see
I
that
look like such an idiot.
gorgeous curtained room with the golden trim, the soft lights, and Tom Grocery standing behind the counter, patiently awaiting your arrival, as excellent a host as always.
Hey, Tom, we got a lot to talk about, buddy.
Valia, it was wonderful to see you.
I'm gonna give Handy 5 gold.
If you just
I'm gonna be like, go get yourself something pretty. I gotta talk to this man over here. I'm gonna shut the door behind us.
Yep, he nods at you and heads off to a corner of the store.
I'm gonna go up there and I'm kind of gonna put my hand on the counter and be like, what's going on?
It's good, good.
Good.
You brought a friend.
I did. Goes by Manny. I call him Handy Manny.
That sounds like a lie, Valia.
He's got a bag of talking tools. You guys never seen Handy Manny?
No, I know the
Oh.
reference.
It's
Oh.
the best show ever.
Oh god, yeah. I
Because-
thought you were talking about the actual
Yeah, I
main
was like,
game.
what?
He
No
goes,
one's fucking told us about this.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to talk to him soon, but first of all, is there anything I can help you with?
We got a lot to discuss.
Sure.
First of all, how's the carpet going? Or how much do I have in the carpet fund? Do you remember? It's like
Let me see if I wrote it
I
down.
want to say it's like 2,000.
Yeah, I think you owe him 2,000, right?
Oh.
How much should I have in the like? I gave him money to hold on to. How much should I give him?
I don't remember. 1,500, I think.
1,500.
We'll say 15.
We'll go with 1,500. All right. I want the 1,500 back. You can keep the scraps of magic carpet for yourself.
All right, my dear.
All right.
He reaches behind the counter and places a little lockbox within your reach.
That's the first thing we need to do. The second thing.
Try this. Hands marshmallows.
We're not there yet.
That's the third.
That's just in my hands. Second thing. Any news from Deorumn, Oakstead, any of those places? Anybody? I'm sure I'm not the only customer.
Now, people talk, rumors fly. I've heard there's been a lot of chaos going on out there. You must have been busy.
That wasn't me. And I'm just gonna go towards the guy with one arm.
Ah, of course.
We're gonna keep it.
He nods at you.
So, I need some help.
Of course.
You know, me, my friends, we're out saving the world left and right.
What? You just tried to hide it from the guy behind you.
He knows that we went and killed the Death Priest guy.
Oh, okay.
No, the Deorumn thing wasn't saving the world.
Oh, I thought you were
Just
talking
the
about
region.
Yeah, I was right. It was
just the region. Yeah.
Just the
Fuck
region.
all of you.
Well, you shouldn't have said that. You know, we're out there saving the world left and right, but, you know, the group I'm associated with, no names,
You're bullying
we like to help, you know, I don't feel like we're helping everybody, but I like the gratitude of just, like, the little guy. You got any, like, something I can just do?
Would you be willing to kill someone?
Are
I had a
they
bit of a
innocent?
task. They are not innocent in the
Then
sense of the word.
probably.
Because I've had a task lying around for a long time. A man named Common crossed me, and Cal was not interested in the job.
What'd he do?
Stole from me.
Okay, what did he steal?
a lot of gold and a few items in my inventory.
Okay, has he ever killed anyone before?
He is an assassin, so yes.
So yeah. Alright, sounds pretty easy. Okay, what's his name again?
His
Yeah,
name
that's
is
easy.
Common.
This is a dude who's stolen from
Common
Tom
Cross?
Grocery.
What?
Did you say Common Cross?
Common.
Is that just his only
Yeah.
name?
Common
Okay.
cross.
Like the language.
Crossed him. That. Thank you. Okay. So there's one task out of the way. I'll do that. Remember, I'm gonna do that for you.
Of course.
Okay. It might not be today. Probably won't be today. But I'll do it when I can. Like I said, we're saving the world left and right, man. I almost just died like a week ago. Literally. As soon as I get up, I go right back down. It's a miracle I'm still here talking to you.
hmm
But anyway, second thing. I got a little bit of gold on me. As you know, I have at least 1,500, but I don't have that much more. I want something, like I just said, we almost died. I got this cup that lets me heal, but I want something more. And I've been dead for 100 years. I'm sure some other new stuff has come around, as it always does. Is there anything I can buy for, let's say, 3,000, 3,500 that I could use to help me in combat? Whether it be stronger or be more armor, have more health.
Be more armor.
Well, I have a few things
It's Tove.
of particular note on sale right now.
You shut
Before,
up over
I don't want that to be the necklace thing. By the way, I figured out what it does.
Really?
Yeah, see, check out this scarf. I'm gonna do like minor illusion and just have something in my hand. What do I roll again? This D6? D10?
If it's above a 5, it gets bigger.
It's a 9!
Yeah, so just...
Check it out! My bag's bigger than
Oh, I'm sorry
everyone's.
about that. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
I like it.
Alright. Wonderful. I'm glad you do.
If you give me enough tries,
I
I'll
have no
probably
idea how
make
that
your
happened.
pants fall down.
Please don't.
Or squeeze around your waist, and we all know what happens then.
You lose a penis.
Bingo.
How about we change the subject?
Certainly.
Doesn't have pants. It's like
I don't have a ton of armor
I
right
don't
now.
like armor anyway. Let's just
Okay.
say I'm
I
stronger
like
without
getting
it.
hit in battle.
Do you have any idea of the sort of opponent you'll be facing soon?
Basically,
strong one.
take all the references I'm thinking of that have been invented. So basically take a bugbear, and then an army of bugbears, and then something that can wipe those out.
And they can all cast Disintegrate at 9th level.
And they could probably just like with one or two moves.
Well, actually, and he pulls
That's how
out
much of
this,
a badass I am.
this little bundle of arrows, and he says, "I recently got in these. They're arrows of slaying. They're particularly effective against creatures of your choice, and if you'd be interested, I can target them to specific creatures."
So like, they're arrows like that you shoot
Yep.
from a bow. Do you have those like that I can shoot from a crossbow?
Yes, absolutely.
Certainly. Bolts.
Certainly.
My question: how much would, let's say, 20 of those cost me?
20 is gonna be around.
That's not very good.
It's a lot. These are very
How
expensive.
about 12 or 10?
Only 17,000.
I want.
They're about $1,000 a piece.
He says, "Well, the general buying of these is usually more focused.
Okay.
Um,
How much can I get from $3,500?
$3,500.
Coins.
3,500 gold.
Oh,
He's like, oh,
One.
I was doing it in dollars.
Really?
yeah.
How much is one? Exactly 3,500?
Normally it's 5,000.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay. 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 So when you say this is a good arrow, or
It's a
bolt,
good arrow. If you really want to make it something dangerous, I would suggest putting some poison on it as well.
I got that. In the jug.
If you were to specialize this, not saying you're gonna, but on a dragon, an adult dragon, or an ancient dragon, how much?
Not the bad guy.
How much would that hurt?
Out of game, 60, 10 piercing damage extra.
I'll take it.
Alright.
That's
3,500.
basically a fireball as an arrow. Holy shit.
It's not that worth it though.
If you miss, you're fucked.
For 3,500 too.
Yeah, but See, I don't think it necessarily has to be shot from a crossbow. I think I could also just take it.
Stab it. Yeah.
A lot harder to miss, I feel like, even though you still have to roll. But
That's fair.
I'd say, he goes, do you have a particular color in mind?
silver?
Oh, you motherfucker.
He goes, I can
Oh,
work that out."
wait. Does color matter?
No.
Silver.
Would you want it to be silver? If I leave it as just adult dragons, it will affect all dragons.
I don't want it to kill dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, she was just saying that for nothing.
I was just saying that because
Wanted
Nate
to kill
personally
dragons.
knows about how strong a dragon is.
Right, yeah.
Actually, I do want it to target dragons.
I can do that
Sorry,
one.
I'm bipolar.
Absolutely.
Wait, no, I don't want it.
He takes the arrow and he goes, "No, just be just a second." He runs his hands over for a moment. He does this one really quick. He doesn't even need to go for like materials or anything. He just runs his hand along the sides of it, and then usually it faintly glow for a moment before the arrowhead reshapes itself into the visage of a dragon before handing it back to you.
That's
Aw,
not that
thanks.
good at piercing.
The gold deer.
Oh yeah, here's the $3,500.
He takes it.
Tom sounds.
I
way
also
more
want to give you
menacing.
this because you're such a good friend to me and my colleagues. Here's some. I call them marshmallows. Tell them what you think.
Dies instantly.
He's like, well, I hate it. So.
Handy Manny's starting to call it before we cut it
What if
into
he was like,
regular
How
stuff.
much do I have to pay you for the patent?
Thousands of years.
Sure.
For the patent.
Yes.
Well, let me see here.
20,000 gold.
Hold on. Let me just search one thing.
How much is a patent?
This okay.
Are you actually?
He's literally googling how much.
How
How?
marshmallows made ever? Marshmallow. Wikipedia.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of getting a taste for it.
Wait. No,
What,
I
of
can-
salt water?
Kind of good.
Oh, you're
Okay.
We
So-
found
Never
out
do
in the
surfing.
Here. Americans alone,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that's obviously like the number one buyer, but Americans alone buy 90 million pounds of marshmallows a year.
And they're like super light.
He's like, I don't know.
That's
what the fuck
one. That's
Americans
12.
are.
That's 1,286 gray whales. Yeah, that's gonna be $100,000 patent.
Gold.
How many in gold?
100,000.
50k. Solid 50k.
All right.
Certainly.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I know how to get my gold.
He goes,
Fucking Nate makes some marshmallows.
he goes, all right, here's the deal I'll make you.
Oh fuck! I already added the 100,000.
You develop these marshmallows, prove to me that they're viable, and I will give you the 100,000 gold.
Well, hold on a second. You're making me do all these hoops and shit. 120,000.
20k for.
How about 100,000?
110.
How about 100?
Right in the middle, Tom.
Disintegrate.
You could probably kill me with a flick of your finger.
13th level.
But if you do, you have to figure out the recipe to marshmallow / fluff.
Slash
I
what?
could buy it off of your friend.
I could kill him in a flick of my finger.
And from the back, Connie just goes, oh, I'd rather you don't. Thank
Yeah,
you."
I didn't think so.
You actually see when Connie responds, Tom looks kind of intrigued and like looks over him for a moment. Going back to you.
Is
Goes,
that something, my friend?
nothing.
Here,
Sorry.
putting that on the side for a minute. I have one more question for you. At a game, do you remember what I'm supposed to ask? 'Cause
I think it was, I'll never eat
the
elephants
taste,
again or
right?
something.
Yeah.
I'll never eat elephants again.
Who'd you hear that from? Alia, if you don't mind me asking.
A friend.
That's not a question.
A friend.
A friend of both of ours.
Ace Mensier is dead, as far as I know. Sorry.
That worked well for you.
Everyone.
Tom,
after the telltale
before I
cold.
tell you anything else, I just want to know, what are you exactly? You don't like cold, yet you want to know who my grandfather is.
Am I right to presume your grandfather was a silver dragon?
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
he
I'm
was.
a silver tiefling that shoots cold.
Well, he was a very good friend of mine. Valia, I may have not been 100% honest with you.
I can tell.
If you want the truth, my name is not originally Tom Grocery.
What is it?
When your grandfather knew me, it was by the name Chrysovasilius.
CROCRYOSLAVANAS. No. NUAS.
Chrysovasilius.
Cry so bad.
Cardiovascular.
Got it.
No. Actually, write that down because because Trevor fucks with root names. You know this. Right. Actually, write it
He
down.
goes-
Cryo is cold.
He goes, well,
It's cry so though.
he goes, here. And he kind of positions himself so you're in between him and Connie. And he takes and, like, flips around a bracelet on his wrist. And you see his hand just, like, shifts. Shifting more and more reptilian, growing these long talons until it is just a solid gold sheen. Fingertips curled inward. And he sort of wiggles his hand at you. He goes, it's cool, right? And then he flips it back in.
Damn. My grandfather talked about you. Not a lot, but a little bit. So you're like the most powerful dragon ever.
He says, well, I am quite old, so yeah. I've been around a long time. He says, he puts his hands up, he says, what a better way to amass a horde, right?
Oh shit.
Love it.
So this is like your lair.
Exactly.
I didn't think about that.
Does your lair like do anything? Like my grandfather's like he can see like the stars whenever he wants, and it's always cold there and shit.
Oh, this one has infinite space and any room I want. It's a pretty sweet dig, don't you think?
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
It's a sweet pad,
Dude,
bro.
Listen, when we're done saving the world, can I work for
It's
you?
the region.
I mean, like,
I haven't had anyone ask that in a long time.
well, I mean, you know that I've got dragon blood too, just like you. So, and we're on the same side of dragons. It's not like I'm that red bastard. And then, we're already pretty cool bros. I'll let you own half a
I-
marshmallow.
I think I would love that, Valia.
High five.
He high fives you. And right around then, Connie approaches the desk with you. He's not carrying anything, and he just goes, well, this is quite an impressive place you've brought me to, Valia. It's nice to meet you. Tom, right? And Tom sort of just nods at him. I don't know why I thought someone else was going to respond.
I was thinking, should I? Is it my line?
And Tom just goes, yes, it is. And he reaches out to shake. I'd say he reaches out with his left. And then
See,
stops.
No, wait. Do the thing.
He stops and kind of pulls his hand back and sets it down. And he goes, may I help you?
I'm gonna take one step back just to let you know.
Yeah,
Just
spooky.
one little step behind.
Yeah.
Handy Manny.
I'd say Connie steps forward and talks to him, just starts, he starts sort of just blabbering about some little, like, do you sell food, apples, that kind of thing. And you don't hear what they say because Tom sends a message to your head. And he tells you, get out. Come back in 5 minutes. It's not safe here.
Before I do it, can I send a message saying, is communion enough, or should I just leave?
He's my friend.
So I can
Says-
send message.
He helped me make marshmallow.
I know.
And he can't, one arm can't see me, so I can point, at least go like that.
He says, just leave.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking for the door. Not really say anything, but casual.
Connie looks at you and goes, "Oh, sorry, you leave. Can I leave? If you leave, do I get stuck in here?"
No, you just open the door and you'll come right back.
Okay, I'll see you soon, Valley.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step out here. I'm gonna check on Cal and them.
All right.
All right, see you in a minute.
And you shut the
up
door
there,
behind you.
And I take the key with me.
Yep. And
Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun.
Auto-generating
by the
battle.
way, you do what you need to. Can I go into communion?
sure.
Nice. I figured that's something to do in 5 minutes.
Yep.
Alright, I go in.
All right.
Go into communion. Like he did. Except I don't have to beat this tree. I thought you liked nature.
So
Instead of close my eyes and poof.
you step out and briefly shut your eyes. Oh shoot! Finding yourself very abruptly deprived of that the city around you, and instead atop that.
Jeez, buddy. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
man.
Sorry.
It's
You're
going.
good.
It's going.
We might have to wrap up soon because I'm going to
Yeah.
lose the ability to talk. Instead, finding yourself atop that desolate mountain peak.
If I'm in a fucking desert.
No, you're just atop the mountain, and you can see Sildren perched on the cliff in front of you.
Silly.
He goes, "Oh, hello, Valia. How may I help you?" He whisks down, still
Yeah.
in his dragon form, approaching you.
So, figured out who Tom Grocery is, all on my own.
Oh, really? Did you?
Yeah, he's Crybaby Silius something. I'm just gonna call him Silius.
Christ, Vasilius.
That's the one.
Oh, shit.
I know. And guess what? I'm gonna work for him.
He has always been a bit of a businessman.
That's what I'm saying. Infinite space, so like you can come visit
He goes,
anytime.
"Well, again, I'm not alive, Valia. Mortal
Well,
plane
I
is a
mean-
bit
I
void
mean-
to me."
Yeah, isn't he older than you?
Oh, yes. A
And
little
he's
bit.
still alive?
Yeah.
I feel like you got the short end of the stick.
Well, he spent a lot of time in that weird little hut of his, so.
Well, he can have anything he wants. Literally. Hey, man. Listen. My friends and I... it's got this idea in my head. So, my friends and I, we call ourselves the Call. I'm sure I've told you this before. Not the Hopeless ones. They're completely different. But the Call, they're working on getting a wish. And I'm not going to use their wish. That's just me. But it's got me the idea that maybe I could find a place to get a wish, and I could wish you back to life.
He says, "I appreciate the gesture, but frankly, Valia, I'm fairly happy with how I am now."
But can't you stay here,
Yeah,
even if you're alive?
well, no, I'm in your head,
Oh,
but I've moved on.
you like it in my head?
Well, I'm not in your head, but this place is.
Oh. I'll think about you more often if you like it here.
Well, it would certainly be nice.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, like, again, I've been telling everybody we've been saving the world a bunch.
It, was-
I'm pretty sure we're getting to the end of that.
it would be nice to have my granddaughter back.
Yeah. I'm not gonna die, though. Just making it clear. I've already done that once, and it wasn't for me.
Yeah, he says, "For you at least, I can't recommend it."
Yeah, I can't. I don't like it. Come right back, man.
He nods at you and rests a claw on your shoulder.
So, this, crybaby guy, we don't have to worry about him, right? Is he a good guy? I thought he was bad for a little bit. You had me worried.
He gives that impression.
Yeah, I got a
Those-
job, though.
Those stupid clothes he wears all the time
Yeah.
certainly don't help.
Oh! I'm gonna reach back, like, in my bag, and I'm gonna take just a little bit. I'm like, there's a little bit of marshmallow left.
Oh, yes.
You ever had that?
He says, "No, but I
Try it.
saw you working.
Try it.
You're a fucking genius.
You wanna buy a patent? It's currently up for $120,000.
I don't have money. I'm dead."
You can get a guy. I mean, if I just grab my necklace, I've seen you work your mojo.
He goes, "I'm glad for your visit.
You have a horde.
That's for other people to work now." horde is long gone. It was like 1,000 years ago.
I just figured I'd let you know. It's been about 5 minutes. What do you think?
Something like that.
All right, I gotta go back see if my employer's alive or if Handy Manny's alive. But I'll think about you more, man.
He nods and he says, "Till next time, Valia."
All right, Grandpa. Bye.
And that one was whispering on purpose.
Yeah.
And he sort of waves a hand, and you find yourself back on that street.
Okay. I'm gonna do
But
this. Uh-oh.
we will not focus on you first. Instead, I would briefly like to visit Cal.
Who?
Cal.
I'm kidding. Fuck, Betty. Alright, I'm gonna take over most of the narration so you don't have to use your voice too much. So I'm going to the slums. I'm gonna look around. Is there any... you said there were bodies in the street. Do I see any more? Can I... do I see anyone, like... Do I see a particular set of people? Like, what do I see exactly? Can I make a perception?
If you want me to brush over this quickly, I can.
Do you want me to make perception?
You have time to look for, so you'll certainly be able to find what you want.
Okay.
Spit in this.
I'm looking for dead citizen.
Cal, I actually had
Citizen Kane.
something else in mind. If you are okay, I would like to return to you, after you finish the grave.
After I finish what?
The grave.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, we see Cal standing over a small grave. The shovel he used to dig it still clutched in one hand. And that is when you receive a message from Oakstead. That sort of mental ding that lets you know someone wants to talk to you.
I'm gonna stop what I was doing, go to like a secluded area so that what I was doing cannot be seen, and open it up.
You hear Miss Elena's voice. And she says, Cal, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Is everything all right there?
Oh, you're here?
No, I'm not in Oakstead at the moment.
Oh. Well, I'm very glad to hear that you made it out all right. Is everyone okay? Everyone in one piece?
Yeah, we're all great. I have a question for you. How's Oakstead doing at the moment? Like, how's the temple? Because when we were there, we heard some talk. When we arrived at our destination before the fight.
Oakstead's all right, Cal.
20 insight.
She's not lying to you, but that's not true.
What? Oh. Okay. Alright.
Cal.
What?
You got the compass?
We got the...
I have it, baby.
No, I don't... I don't think the information you got was correct, I hate to say it.
Oh.
Our attempts were futile.
Oh. You know, I really did want you to be okay. But, Cal, I'm sorry. Miss Delena really did care about you.
Knew it. I fucking knew it. That's why I said
that's
that.
that's what I was thinking.
That's why I was looking at him
literally
like, I
exactly what
see
I was
exactly what the hell you're doing.
But I'm afraid that they already got to me, Cal. And it really is me. But I'm afraid I've been dead for a couple weeks now. They wanted me to tell you that they are impressed, but it is unfortunate. I really did care about you quite a bit.
It may be unfortunate, and I just want you to let them know that you may be dead, but not as dead as they're going to be.
Confidence, let's go. I like it.
Cal's charisma.
Cal, I wish I could still help you. I really do. But, well, they've got a hold of me now.
It's alright.
Bitch.
We're
And if I can rush a message to you before they cut me off, I advise you to be careful of them. Do not go looking.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I can do that.
Then, Cal, I regret you will soon join me.
We'll see about that.
You're not afraid?
I don't think I'm afraid anymore, no.
Well, I never knew you to be so foolish while you were alive.
I may be a fool, but at least I have hope. It's a hope and hope. It's a hope and friendship. And, we're gonna fucking kill him.
You think you will be successful?
I know that as long as we try, I have confidence.
I really loved you, Cal. All of you. I wish I could have been around to see it. And we see Valia pushing open the door.
No. Please don't tell me this.
No, actually, Valia, you're sort of waiting out the door, outside the door when it pops open. Connie comes out and looks at you and goes, "Well, I'm heading off back to the caravan, if you don't mind."
How'd he come out? Took out the key?
He can just open it.
Yeah, you can just open it. It comes back to the last known spot.
He goes, "Oh, do you want to come back? I was thinking of making some more marshmallows."
Yeah, I'll do just a second. I just want to, make sure I say goodbye to Tom.
Of course. And he gives you a pat on the shoulder, and heads off down the street. And
Do I want to go in?
Really bad vibes.
I don't know, do you?
Yeah.
Do it.
Do a thing. Do a thing. I know I can't tell you what it is because it's metagaming, but be smart for like 30 seconds.
I cast see invisibility.
That's not what I was suggesting, but it's not what I was.
I am
that's
gonna
not-
cast see invisibility,
That's not what I was suggesting.
and
But
I'm
Okay.
gonna make a perception check
I don't know.
Go ahead.
before going in.
I'm not metagaming, but just be smart.
I see nothing. I got a 4.
oh,
You
guys,
see nothing.
There's a thing. It's really important.
Valia,
I'm gonna walk in.
you push open the door. And you see a battle. Or at least the remnants of one. Walls scarred with the breath of a golden dragon fighting for its life.
Fuck. I just got hired.
Oh no! Fuck you.
And the jagged slices of a disintegration that you have become all too familiar with, all leading you behind the counter, where Tom is sprawled across the floor, a hole carved through his chest just above his left breast, his heart having been entirely removed. And that is where we will pick up next
Oh,
time.
you fucker.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you all so much for watching.
We're fucked.
I hope you have a nice night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Peace out. Trevor.